Guess I'm taking a risk tonight because the internet doesn't want to connect properly. It's like, I'm not feeling okay. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, like the title says, I'm just watching dumb shit. There's this video I started watching. It's like 40 minutes, and I'm like, bro, I'm eating pizza. I'm sitting here. I could just stream while doing this instead of sitting on my fucking ass. Also, I had one of the best nights I've had ever in my job. Or, yeah, at my job working alone. I work solo, but I've never been complimented properly, and I don't expect it. And then, like, tonight, I was, like, told, like, how good I am at my job and shit. I'm like, what? I'm good at my job? The fuck? My boss was nice to me. Other coworkers being nice to me. I get fucking free pizza. Funny Puppet, it's been a fucking 1,000 years. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life right now? Also, I don't know how latent the stream's gonna be. It might be like really, really latent, but it's okay. This isn't going to be anything, but I'm gonna watch a documentary, a YouTube documentary about a crackhead who wasted $12 million. That's what I'm gonna watch. And I'm gonna react to it. Yeah. Also, oh yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do a gaming stream. I may do some gaming tonight, but it's official tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be a gaming stream. My hands are worn the fuck out because I worked alone tonight. I work a real fucking job outside of this shit. Funny Puppet knows. He knows about all that. He basically watches me. Like, he sits and just does this. And he's like, what's this guy doing? And he's like, he's at his work. That's what Funny Puppet does all day. Alright. I don't know where that joke was going, but it was funny in my head. It was funnier in my head than it sounded. Alright. Also, my girlfriend is a fucking comedian like God. She doesn't understand how funny she is. When she really tries, she's actually like a comedian fucking God. If she were to get in front of an audience, full confidence, she'd be making some money. She's funny. I'm doing great, bro. I really am. I'm telling you how I'm doing. I had the best fucking night of my whole, like, at this job, working as a dishwasher. I did the best, cleanest work I've ever done. And I have a new boss now because, well, temporary boss. My old boss got fired. New boss. She comes in. She's looking around at my work and she's like, holy fuck, this looks good. Like, she's not joking. She's like, actually, like, dude, how you do this shit? I'm like, I never really thought about it because I've been going 6-7 months doing this. That I stopped caring whether I was doing amazing. I stopped giving a fuck. And then for her to just be like that, that made me feel different. She's like, it's fucking clean back here. That's what she said. I was like, wow, what a compliment. All right, I'm gonna pull up the video. Funny Puppet, how are you doing? And you can say whatever you want to say, but I hope you're doing good. You know, I'm not pressuring nobody. Even if I've known you a while, even if you've been here a while, I think you've been around since before I streamed on YouTube, right? Or you started showing up a couple of years ago. I know that. I was like, was this before YouTube? I feel like I have known you a lot longer than that, but I might be wrong. All right, crackhead criminal who gambled $12 million. Let's go. I'm gonna eat some pizza. Don't worry, I'm gonna pull up chat so I can read it. This is.
Hey Picture this. You're sitting at home alone watching YouTube videos, wondering why
Yes,
you
that
can't find
is
the
what I'm
motivation to
doing.
do the things you need or want to do or change in the ways you'd like. Even thinking about your mental health and all that it entails sounds exhausting, too difficult, not worth it.
Good life is life.
Even as a therapist,
See, funny puppet.
as a therapist.
He knows what to say. Dude, I am as happy as I could be in my whole life today. My life is so much fuller. It's so much more meaningful. Everything actually fucking matters. Everybody in my life is family to me. I love everybody. I don't know what else to say. I love everybody. Okay, I'm turn this down. I had to say that. I had to stop everything and just say what I needed to say there. Alright, let's start this over.
Online gambling is just regular gambling on speed.
Tell me if you can hear it okay.
If you actually did speed and then went to online gambling in your family's home in front of over 1,000 people. Hey, babe, say hi, Mom.
Probably 1080p. Alright.
Oh my god, there it is!
There it is! There it is! What? Fucking idiot.
Jack was born Austin Curtis Peterson.
He's got a broken ass
1995
brain.
to two loving parents. He grew up with one sibling in a good, stable environment. His parents seem really wholesome, with his mom often posting about her love and support for her sons, which means a lot considering the things Austin gets up to. Austin's brother Andrew graduated from college, got married, has a job at an insurance company, and is in an alternative rock band. Lolcow's
Alternative rock band?
But Andrew,
I bet it sucked ass.
in every way, proves that there's no issue with their upbringing whatsoever. The brothers seem to be on good terms with each other nowadays, despite the hints that they were at one point at odds, with Austin recounting a physical fight between them at an undisclosed point in time.
My brother, I knocked him out cold.
But this hardly proves that they hated each other or anything serious like that. If anything, the fact that the two brothers fought once makes their relationship more normal rather than the opposite. Eventually, it seems they simply grew apart and lost touch, with Austin even admitting to having forgotten his brother's birthday.
Bro. Turned 32. Now I think about it. September 22nd. Yeah.
No, dude, he's the most careless human being in the world. I don't care. You could just see it.
Birthday. Now I think about it.
In his youth, Austin was a bit of a delinquent. He liked skateboarding, smoking weed, fishing, and being a criminal. In 2013,
Wait.
when Austin was 18. He was
Why is the
caught
video
by
not playing?
underage. But this is
Bro. No. I thought the latency was really high or some shit. I'm looking at it. I'm like, no, I grabbed my drink. The fucking capture card is actually broken. Or not broken, but not responding. Holy fuck. We're starting this over again. I thought it was the fucking stream. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, the latency's really high. Something's wrong. I reacted to something you guys can't see. Fucking hell. Alright. Starting over. Starting it over. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking tired right now. I just wanted to do something stupid. I'm like, dude, there's no way it takes like fucking 10 seconds. I'm sorry about that. Every fucking device just froze earlier and I thought, alright, let's reset the fucking OBS. I apologize. Alright, from the top.
regular gambling on speed. But what if you actually did speed and then went to online gambling in your family's home in front of over 1,000 people?
Hey, babe, say hi, Mom.
His mom looks like that Karen that you see at Walmart. She does. See, you can't undo the mistakes you make on stream. You can't fucking change the fact that I'm rewatching the replay.
One sibling in a good, stable environment.
I don't understand why I missed that one fucking thing.
Which means a lot
I'm so sorry.
things Austin gets up to. Austin's brother Andrew graduated from college, got married, has a job at an insurance company, and is in an alternative rock band. Lolcows often come from broken homes.
I am tired of shit right now though. There's one good reason why I fucked up tonight.
The brothers
Tired of
seem to be on
shit.
good terms with each other nowadays, despite the hints that they were at one point at odds, with Austin recounting a physical fight between them at an undisclosed point in time.
My brother, I knocked him out cold.
But this hardly proves that they hated each
I
other.
would never
or
knock my
anything
brother
serious
out
like
cold.
that. If
I wouldn't be
anything,
proud of
the
it.
two brothers fought once makes their relationship more normal rather than the opposite. Eventually,
That
it seems
normal?
they simply grew apart and lost touch, with Austin even admitting to having forgotten his
You
brother's
can say
birthday.
something's normal,
Turned 32. Now I think
and
about
it's
it.
still
September 22nd. Yeah. I totally.
It's just society accepts it as normal.
Austin was a bit of a delinquent. He liked skateboarding, smoking weed, fishing, and being a criminal. In 2013, when Austin was
And
18,
just being a
he
casual
drank a lot of
criminal.
alcohol while underage. But this is a very common charge, and were this the only one he got, it wouldn't really matter. However, 1 year later, Austin, accompanied by 2 friends, rampaged through the Brickshire
Holy
area
shit!
of New Kent, Virginia.
We got Bob Marley, but not Bob Marley, and we got this fucking
stolen items,
dude who looks like a
chain,
fucking.
credit cards, a high-end camera, jewelry, and
It's the One Ring, bro. It's the One Ring from Lord of the Rings. This guy just looks. He just looks. I've seen a few of these types of motherfuckers when I was in rehab, bro. They got that like that constant surprised look, you know? Their eyes are just like always like. I can't describe the look, but he has it, bro.
should say the person responsible for taking the gun was one of Austin's accomplices. Following
No.
an investigation
Good
by
question, Funny Puppet. I don't gamble. I got told not to by my grandfather. And I took that to heart because he gambles. He plays poker and stuff like that. And I said, hey, can you teach me how to play? And he said, you don't want to start. So yeah, it really affected how I think about things. But good question, because I have a highly addictive personality when it comes to certain things. And that would have taken me down a path of just complete nonsense. And I know for a fact I have money problems. So I'd probably just be homeless right now, permanently. Man.
the New Kent Sheriff's Office, the 3 of them were arrested in connection to the robberies.
Let me know if you guys can hear the video,
He was
okay?
charged with a total of
I'll
21
turn things
counts,
up if it's
including
too
4
quiet.
different kinds of larceny and tampering with a vehicle. However, he got a deal in which he pled guilty to just 4 of those counts. All
Say
of his
larceny or
misdemeanors, and all of the
arsony?
charges would be dropped, with him getting a year of probation.
What is
and a
larceny?
little over
The fuck is that?
$3,000 as a means of
That
restitution.
might actually be some.
Due to how
I know
poorly
what
planned
arson
and
is.
executed this criminal act was from the get-go, Austin was probably going to get caught no matter what he did. But I should note the fact that he made it easy for the cops to connect him to it when he started
I'm
looking up
curious.
items he'd stolen on Google to see what they were worth. Presumably,
Is that what that
somebody
means?
asked
That's what
for
that's
that value
called?
from
That's what that's called. Larceny. Theft of personal property. Okay, that's just a real word for theft. Bro.
the person.
I should know this stuff.
Who was also arrested.
should know
and
this
convicted,
shit.
By the way, ultimately, Austin only spent 29 days. In
Okay,
prison,
now we got the
the
legends.
reasoning being that
We
it was
got
a
just
sufficient
doubles. I've gotten arguments with Funny Puppet before, I think. Yeah, I've had something where I had a heated moment with you one time during a stream. And then we got just doubles. Just doubles also. That you guys both made me think about things a lot in my life recently. And now I got both y'all in my fucking stream. I don't know why I'm bringing up random like emotions and memories and shit, but
wake-up call for Austin
they're
to
just
not reoffend.
popping in
It's
there.
unknown what exactly swayed the judge,
They're just
but it's
popping in
speculated
there.
there were many members of the community, including the deputy police chief of the county, testifying in favor
I'm
of
glad
Austin's
you're both
character.
here though.
According to them, Austin had just fallen into the
Alright,
wrong
let's
crowd,
get back
was
to
normal
focusing
for
on what the fuck
drugs,
this story is
alcohol,
about.
and
This guy
immaturity.
wasting
When
$12 million.
he brought this up on stream, he showed a lot of remorse and admitted the reason for the crime was to feed his addiction to Xanax.
Xanax, of course, of course.
And I deserve every fucking bit of it, and I'm still not the same.
He's
I
a
will never
victim
be ashamed
constantly,
of
no matter
I got
what he
arrested
does.
for fucking stealing out of fucking cars, dude. Innocent people's fucking cars, bro. I am not like that, bro, at all, man.
But before we totally move on from this topic, there's a little wrinkle in this story I think is worth delving into. Many people, including Austin himself, has
I know
mentioned
it's
that this
doubles
case
media.
resulted
I
in a
know.
felony conviction, which
I know who it
actually
is.
the case. You see, it's very strongly suggested in the articles about the case that his
I'm very
accomplices were
aware.
guilty, but that Austin went above and beyond and actually cooperated with the police against them, thus making
I know
him
this pizza's
substantially
slightly
culpable.
undercooked, but I don't give a
Critics
shit with the
found him very
dough.
serious charges on which they had him
It
dead
tastes
to rights
good though. If I die, I die.
and only the misdemeanor charges stuck.
It was
But
made
this
for
isn't
me.
just
Someone at my work
speculation.
made
The
this
court
for me.
documents prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that Austin is in fact not a felon. In turn, this means that whenever he calls himself one, it's most likely him just trying to avoid people from
You're a
figuring out that
wannabe
he's
until you
after
become
the
one
reality check,
because of like the
he's
stupid
in
shit.
jail and
Not even a
he's
good
sentenced.
crime. Not even something that's like planned out.
Street life, and
You
instead
just put a
built an
freaking
interest in
watermelon on your head and
police
walked into
For
Walmart.
context, OSRS requires a monthly fee to play, but But unlike other MMORPGs, it had its in-game gold become a kind of cryptocurrency, as players could pay for their memberships using it, causing a natural exchange rate to develop around it. One big win on a high-stakes wager in the Duel Arena, which players affectionately called the Sand Casino, could fund a player's membership for years. Austin started streaming it in 2019 under the name Austin07, and immediately gained a reputation for being what is called a debt streamer.
If you guys have any good documentaries like this, I'll watch it.
Beg his audience for more, only to lose
Like
it all
right now,
again.
put it in the comments if you got any crazy weird stories. I don't care what it is.
Turned out to be worth well over $6,000.
We'll delete the stream after. It can be super fucking creepy. I don't care.
You got a fucking damn it 30 fucking bill! 30 bill debt!
This guy,
Not fucking 10.
he doesn't know what trash looks like. I could bring him a pile of like dog shit ideas or whatever, and he's the personality type who would go, "That's a fucking great idea, bruh." That's what kind of fucking friend he would be. He would just nod at everything you say because it's like, it seems like a great idea.
Users were critical of his
He's the fuck it long term. He's like, fuck it. But he's always in the fuck it mindset. That's what we call that.
shameless demand for loans from his audience, with him eventually being
Dude, he's getting a lot of subs.
in-game gold he'd been lent for real-life money, allegedly to get drugs, which makes sense given it netted him a measly
Damn.
$50. While pretty meaningless in-game, it can probably temporarily satisfy his craving for the za. Austin claims he wanted to pay back all the loans, but the only
Yeah.
thing he ever did was
Dude, last night I ate way too much Taco Bell.
all the way again. Not only did he blatantly not care for
And
the fact
today
that he
I
was in actual debt and still gambling, but he also coped by blaming the
I was stuck on the
developers
fucking
for
toilet.
losses, claiming it was the game's
I
fault
was
for not
stuck,
letting
bro. I
him
was
win.
like, I need to get up.
RNG is so bad.
I need to get back to work.
Tell me my RNG ain't bad though.
I'm not doing that again.
Addiction, when he has a compulsion motivating him, Austin
This is actually okay. No, most of it's not undercooked. It's just like a few spots
I've been in
or a
this
little
two
bit, but
this one time I got back in the ring.
they made that last minute. They made it really fast for everybody, and I was like,
I stayed up for
it's
over
free
3
pizza.
days straight, and I was not doing any drugs. I was completely.
holy shit, he actually has a good fucking narrator voice. Not only is he actually got a lot of good audience, if he just stopped gambling, his life could have been so good because his voice is like a narrator. Doubles, you know too. This is the chill. This is where we hang out and talk shit. You get to know everything. That's what we call this. Chat is no filter. I tell you shit and you learn about me, and that's how this works. But like I said, this guy's voice, he could be a fucking like Kindle book reader for like Harry Potter novels, and people would subscribe to him just to read books. Listen,
Bro, I started writing weird, like crazy shit on my Facebook, bro. Like I'm gonna save the world, and I thought I was Jesus Christ, dude.
he's like the drunk Shia LaBeouf from
Like, people became increasingly
Transformers.
skeptical if he was ever truly sober for any significant
He's the
period of
crackhead
time.
version.
But even if this is the case, it doesn't seem like Austin himself understands how
You know what
bad
I
the
mean? He
situation is.
literally looks like
Not willing
Shia
to do
LaBeouf.
anything to stop it. You would think that this degree of awareness about his tendency toward addiction would result in some kind of self-reflection on Austin's part, especially since, with or without the gambling, Austin was an entertaining personality that realistically
Let's go laughing at your
his
comment.
audience from doing regular streaming if he really wanted to. But everyone, from his genuine viewers,
That's a legendary comment, all caps.
himself, knew what
I don't
time
want to
it
know
was,
that.
And no matter how remorseful he occasionally seemed about his habit or his debt, he was going right back to it as soon as he could. His career as a lolcow officially began with many people religiously watching him just so that he could live
Religious?
his insane moments, of which there are an infinite amount of.
I mean, what
combinations
religion would
to.
be started with
Instead
that
of people
shit?
Messing with him, a troll convinced Austin
Crack.
that there was an organization interested in sponsoring him, which he
Hashtag
probably saw as
crack.
an infinite source of gambling fuel.
He
But
donuts
soon after
for
he began
crack.
announcing it to his audience, this supposed sponsor renamed all of the channels in his server to Austin Loves Crack, and then deleted the Discord completely. You would think that after all this hassle, he was going to hang up his gloves and call it a
I'm
day.
sorry.
Unfortunately,
I'm sorry.
he was
I
too late.
have certain things that make me laugh my ass off, and my humor's very salty. When I see that, donors for crack, it reminds me of people I knew in my childhood. It reminds me of people I knew in my childhood. I genuinely grew up next door neighbors to a lot of crackheads, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And yes, that makes me fucking laugh. On a deep
The
level.
seeds of addiction had already been
On a
sown,
deep
and
level.
Austin's undoing was simply a matter of time.
Come on, 5 or 6, 4, 5, 6, please. Please, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, I lost it all. It's all gone.
Franklin.
Everything.
People love
Franklin has $13 million right now. You know, Franklin's doing better than this motherfucker. At least he's holding on to $1 million more than this guy and didn't gamble it away. And you're in GTA. Now you're saying you probably want to live in GTA versus real life. But that's okay. Don't we all have a game that we just want to like blue skidoo into and not fucking deal with like all our responsibilities?
gambling, and after it was banned on Twitch, it had to go somewhere. Lucky for them, Kick had been
But
founded
you need
by
the money.
Raven and a streamer
You
by the
need the
name of
money.
Trainwrecks, on whom I've already made
Working
a video.
10-hour
Kick
shifts.
was much friendlier to gambling content. When Twitch dropped a ban,
I know you're
all
grinding for a
gamblers found
reason.
new home there, and one of these people would be not Austin07, but Boss Man Jack. You see, whereas Austin07 had to beat around the bush and gamble through RuneScape, Boss Man Jack did justice to his name and gambled like a boss would, blatantly, with no fear.
Gamble like a boss.
According to a post on Kiwi Farms from a longtime viewer of his, before moving to Kick,
I bet it
Austin
all.
gambled on another site where he allegedly wagered a whopping total of $700,000. Once again, he gained income.
I'd never. I wouldn't even go over 100K for any bet in my life.
Then immediately turning it
50
into
bucks.
and repeat.
Me
Actually,
betting money.
crusty
$50.
he looks in most of these streams, I don't know that there was a lot
I
of
gotta
rinsing
throw
going
myself
on.
into a
Begin
fucking
referring
pit.
to
I'm not gonna
juicers as
pull
juicers,
a
which
Watto
isn't as
from
hilarious
Star
as
Wars
the
Phantom
innumerable
Menace.
times he reacted to losing on
Lost
a bet by
everything.
gratuitously destroying parts of his computer or his bedroom. Again, he lives in his parents' house, so he's technically destroying their property. To viewers' astonishment,
Oh, man.
Boss Man came back every day and consistently
None of that
lost
matters.
thousands upon thousands of dollars, gaining nothing but
None of that
hate in the
matters.
process.
He's not in his parents' house in his mind. In his mind.
It was pointed out that he was so deep in the
What's this
cycle,
guy's
he
name? I don't even
didn't
fucking know. I'm gonna call him
exact same
Crackhead.
phrases.
He's in Crackhead world.
Oh my
Crackhead
God.
land.
Oh, I just lost it all. Oh my God, I really did. Oh my God.
Oh my god.
The
Oh my
dopamine
God,
levels.
dude, oh my god.
You know when you
Oh my
see
God.
like a chart, like when someone hits the hammer on the thing with the bell, I forget what it's called, and it goes and like breaks the like limit. That's his brain on dopamine doing this shit. It just hits the limit, and he just gets overloads and overloads. He can't get enough of this fucking rush, right? So he's completely jacked up, his brain. Taking care of himself, giving a shit about, you know, human needs or property, that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist in his world. I met enough crackheads, bro. I was in 3 rehabs while I was homeless. I met so many crackheads. Like, when they want to do something, they will do it. Period. That's how they are. 22,000. Oh. Dude, at least you're getting like, oh, you're on Xbox. Okay. Actually, low key, Xbox achievements are actually kind of worth it. No joke, because they are translatable across console. For most games, at least, that are older or whatever. Like, they stay on your list of achievements. 22,000. Taiwan game score. I read that exactly the way you wrote it. That's pretty cool.
Austin does seem to have moments of clarity where he acknowledges that gambling is destroying his life and that he wishes...
Does he really acknowledge it? I don't think he accepts it. I think he just likes to say stuff that people can relate to sound normal.
God, dude. Oh my god. I gotta go, guys.
This is a problem.
I cannot believe I just did that to myself, dude. I cannot believe I just lost $300, dude. Oh,
He's that CEO
God, dude.
that loses like $1 million, or no, loses the company and jumps out the window because they lost all the money.
Fuck you! I'm fucking done! Fucking scammers!
Fucking scammers! That's a line of a fucking legend. Fucking scammers when you scammed yourself. You literally scammed yourself. Blame it on the scammers.
This is some kind of scandal to evade the responsibility.
Excuse me? Fuck you, Ed. I don't care about your box knife. They ain't gonna save you from the monster in your basement. Fucking little box knife. Might as well grab the banana from Scary Movie.
The simplest explanation is probably the true one. He is an addict coming up with rationalizations about the consequences.
You
of his
say
addiction.
it's
It's not like he
no.
actually
Props to
thinks
the
he's
editor. They typed that shit. They fucking
consistently
did
turning a
that.
profit any day
You
now.
can
He knows
tell.
what he's doing. But to say that it got bad is
Who's
an
here
understatement.
in the
Austin
chat?
is
No.
making
Who's here in the
9
chat
hours
right
during
now?
that period, he often started a new stream over 10 separate times after rage quitting, stopping only when he went.
He's gone. All he
completely
sees
lost
is
and lost
red.
all his money.
All he
Initially, it
sees
may
is
seem
red.
confusing why people would watch someone destroy their financial life in front of an audience of over
It's
1,000
different.
people,
No.
but just
It's
like
different
Austin
destroying your
is addicted to
financial
gambling, his
life
viewers are addicted
and
to
then
emotional
physically
roller coasters
destroying your
that
life.
addiction
Like
provides them with.
physically,
At any
like
moment, Austin could
destroying
win a
things.
life-giving amount of money, and every stream starts out with the same glimmer of hope.
He's
that
abusive,
inevitably
bro.
was destroyed beyond recognition by the
But I'm
end.
glad he doesn't have a family
In one
to fucking do
extraordinary
this
instance, he
to.
actually succeeded
Other
in
than
getting
his
out of debt
parents.
on stream.
Oh my God.
He's like, Mom, I'm out of money. Can I borrow $2,000 to bet?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Or whatever.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo. Oh my God. I'm debt free. I'm fucking debt free. I'm fucking debt free. I'm fucking debt free. It's been months. It's been fucking months.
As much as the audience sadistically enjoys watching Austin dig himself into a financial black hole, they also partake in his joy when he wins.
5,000.
However rarely that happens.
You know,
Unfortunately for Austin, gambling only really goes one way, downwards.
literally
Unlike
any
the
idea of
show
saying
where the
do this to get money,
that's
he'd
as
be
much
like
love
down
as
for
you
it.
drinks and socialize on
Just to
stage.
get more to
Through
be
many games
able
and play them
to
much faster than
gamble.
you ever could in real life. Meaning you get to speedrun your
And I just thought of some horrible fucking things in my mind I can't even say on stream, like, oh yeah, he'd probably be that guy willing to do that shit.
Over $8.5 million on stake alone, with a net loss of around $300,000. His insanely
Okay, I know you're probably, I figured funny puppets here. I can't believe I got 3 viewers for this stream, but I appreciate it.
As they often give him money when he begs.
I'll take it. I'm happy right now. This is the best night of my fucking life, really.
Right now, even if you're gonna lose your rent money, I need it all. I need it all. I need your rent money, your food money. I don't care if you're gonna lose your house. I need it. I'm sorry.
I need your life supply. Everything that you need, so I can be able to bet it all. I promise I'll give it back, guarantee. Oh my god, dude.
It's more important that I gamble.
The humiliation rituals are even egged on by Boss Man, such as when he offered to shave his head for 150
You cannot be more insane. You cannot be more insane than that fucking statement.
Out and the money never actually came through.
You can't. I'm sorry. If you tell me right now there's someone more insane than that,
30 minutes, bro.
you gotta show me, because I won't believe you.
So fucking hard, dude.
I won't believe you.
Happened, dude. I cannot believe that this happened. What a fucking dickhead, dude. Why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck gives you one fucking reason to fucking think that's okay?
Besides his e-begging and compulsive gambling habit, Austin also goes the extra mile to make himself unlikable by frequently adopting an overconfident high roller attitude.
Yeah, go in like that.
When he's still
Hot
up.
shot. Come on.
Dude, oh my God. Leave, Austin. Leave. You gotta leave. Just leave, bro. Dip. Get out
He's
of
an
there.
alpha. He's an alpha. He's a sigma, bro.
Now watch this. We're gonna go down to 500 at the lowest.
He's pulling it now.
Please,
Oh my god.
What a fucking joke. Oh my god. I had $600 a minute ago. Now I want to fucking sit there and fucking take everything. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, oh my god. Wow.
His audience isn't the only target of this behavior either.
You turn this up more.
I swear to God. I don't want to hear it. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
Ooh.
up. You shut the fuck up. You're a fucking bullshit.
I was like, I can't. I was trying to see how loud it was. I couldn't hear it properly.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Austin is almost 30 years old and lives with his
That's when he's like
parents.
in the distance talking on his videos. I couldn't hear what the fuck he was saying.
Austin brags on stream about how he doesn't pay rent and gets free food.
He doesn't
As
pay
if it was a
rent?
marriage,
Whoa, no
he's still
shit.
living off of his family as an adult.
And he
which
steals
contributes to
food?
the negative feedback.
Steals his mom's burritos?
Austin's parents are definitely on the older side, as we can tell from their few.
90% sure he just eats burritos.
I get it. I know. Please don't.
That's what you literally running off of beans and bread. That is literally your brain cells
Everybody say hi to my mom.
fuel.
It's gonna go really fast though. It's gonna go really fast. But
That's a high release food. I mean, for energy, it's true. It's
Not
a
only
fact.
does he live in their house rent free, eat their food, and destroy his bedroom for no
His
reason
mom's
other
just
than
got that
self-inflicted
face of
gambling
like,
losses, he
this
treats
is
them
great,
like honestly
honey.
the average parents would have given up a long
This
time
is
ago
something
before
that the
this
kids are into, right?
during years of this behavior. The way that Austin talks to his parents is shocking to anyone with respect for the people who brought them into
Dude,
this
you can
world.
tell.
look,
You can tell, her brain.
Mama Boss Man. Come on.
She's
guys.
not aware, and I feel bad for her. I'm not really picking on her.
Clean all this shit up.
In spite of the repeated
I
abuse,
wish she had more awareness. I wish she had more
will
control.
continue to provide for him.
I mean, this is past shit, but I'm reacting as if this is happening.
Tornado shitstorm
Fuck.
that is his bedroom. Not only are they supportive of
I'm like that. I come into his room too, I fucking start cleaning it.
to operate, but they also support his deep-seated love for the Za.
My mom just found that nugget I lost. My mom just found the nug. Remember I lost that nugget? Oh my gosh. Dude, this is some
What is that?
People's speculation about Austin's parents.
You mean a chicken nugget or a golden
in
nugget?
the chat that he once called his mom over to prove otherwise, with mixed results.
Tell him the chat. One
Dude, you're right.
and then-
No. Bunny Puppet's correct. He has literally just a bunch of burritos and shoe boxes. That's what he has.
Like these guys try to tell me.
I do not hate him. He's my son. I brought him into the world.
Okay,
so
but-
how can you hate your own
Dude, she's
son?
too
It's interesting
genuine.
that she didn't actually say anything
She's too
good about him,
genuine.
and instead just went on about how a
It's like, how the
mother hated her
fuck
son,
could I hate him?
trying to
It's my
convince herself
son.
just as much as the audience.
I
He
feel so
purposely
bad
called
for her.
instead of his dad because their relationship is on much rockier terms. Austin gets much more reactive whenever his dad randomly appears from the curtain, usually berating him for interrupting the stream for things that could be said in a text message.
Dude, what the Austin! What, dude?
It's not a dude, that's your dad.
What do you want? What?
Have a burger then.
Okay, dude, text me or something, bro.
He said he got a burger?
Yell at
No,
me.
no.
That's the man who allows him
Wait. He's not even doing anything to you, you piece of shit.
Austin,
What, dude? What?
you have a burger.
What do you want? What?
Have a burger then.
Okay, dude, text me or something, bro. You don't gotta sit there and yell at me, bro.
That's the man who allows him to live rent-free, bringing him dinner.
Call him bro?
His father only asks
Dude?
the minimum from him that he occasionally clean his room and refrain from screaming about.
Oh, okay. I thought he said you have a
members'
burger.
in the household. These expectations are unsurprisingly.
That's what it
narrow,
sounded
Austin's
like, that you have a
reaction to being held
burger.
accountable is to be expected.
Damn that anal type! Hey! What? Yeah, sure, text me or something. Sorry,
Just text me or something. You're gonna ignore that shit.
I don't think many people's dads would react as peacefully to being called a cocksucker by their man-child son, who spends the whole day gambling in the World War I trench he turned his bedroom into by blasting holes in the wall with his
Yeah,
hands.
you gotta get his ass
He's
kicked.
doing all
Take
of
it
this
all
in
away.
secret
Burn the
at at least
computer.
Hundreds of people, which aggravates the
Just-
level of disrespect he displays to his dad. We can only hope that
Complete
one day
reset.
Austin
He's going into the
he
resort.
treats his parents.
The
But his
special
parents
place
only
for
get
special
rage,
people,
far from it.
where they ride
Many times
horses
already, but there's really no overplaying the amount of damage he
and
does to his
just
living space
go
through his losses.
flowers and smell them. Go smell the flowers. Holy shit.
These are really funny, obviously, but when you realize this is a real person actually getting this furious,
Yeah,
every single
no,
day, you
me
wonder how
too.
this man's
My
heart is
dad
blown up.
would have beat the shit out of me. And my dad wasn't like that. I'm not saying he was like that. But whenever I did pop off like that, that didn't go down. I deserved it a few times. Not all the time, but a few times.
Up from all the stress. He stayed awake gambling on stream for days straight, destroying his bedroom, bank account, and psyche.
It's the bedroom destroying part that really bothers me over the talking shit.
Boss man's room has no door.
And
Resorting to a
streaming,
towel draped over the
it's
doorway to separate his
It's
gambling
everything
from
combined
the
with
house.
that. It's
Though he
like,
clearly
bro,
does
that
not
is
think
literally
he
your
deserves
only
it.
computer, and you act like it's
He
just
destroys his door
given.
so often that it can be used as a makeshift
I
sanity
bought my own
and
computer.
closer to being
Nobody just
completely
gave me
gone
my
close as
shit,
he is
bro.
to becoming a feral ghoul from Fallout. For
Yep,
avid viewers,
yep,
this
yep,
is known
yep,
as
yep,
Boss
yep.
Man Jack's
Perfect.
Gold War. Fans track
Perfect
his daily
description.
losses would cause Austin to progressively
He is a
destroy
feral
the wall
ghoul.
or in fits of rage.
That's what his demons look like. But they had her profile picture on Facebook.
Yeah. I'll clean it up. I'll clean it up.
He eventually bought a new one at the hardware store, but neglected to install it in favor of smashing his
Wait, do you
keyboard
know
with his
about him?
head and
No.
screaming
Funny,
his
but
mom.
do you know his backstory already? Because it's like, it sounds like you do. It's like, if you know the amount of, he's got body armor. How the fuck is he functioning on this level? And he's got fucking vitamins going into his system. The fuck is he wasting? It doesn't go to his brain. It definitely doesn't go up to his brain.
Finally, his fans got so fed up with the dismal background that one of them donated $50, desperately trying to make him install it, only for him to find out he needed to get new hinges with the door and could not just attach it to the wall. He never ended up installing the new door.
Piece of
he's employed
shit!
the ancient Yakubian technique of
You
putting the door
cheap
in front of the hole in the
motherfucker.
drywall, replacing the towel he used to have nailed there. People began pointing out that
You couldn't even spend some money on a door.
Couldn't be any more right. It's been established.
I never leave you alone with any responsibility, ever. Not to watch kids, not to take care of a house while I'm gone, nothing.
Stealing his dad's coin collection to buy K2 Spice. During his streams, he can be seen constantly vaping and smoking weed through a $600 bomb.
Raiding his own
Celebrating
parents.
when he happens upon a forsaken nug. A forum user who
What's a
claims to be
forsaken
longtime
nug?
fan of Austin alleged some interesting
Oh, he's guessing.
lore. He claimed
Let's
Jack
guess that he
Henley-
broke, up to 200 keyboards or something. What does he say, forsaken nug? Like, you talking about a piece of shit? Talking about an actual chicken nugget? You're talking about a golden nugget. He blurs it out. What is it? Like, what is it, though? I need to know.
Night gambling sessions on stream and stayed up, he would regularly make phone calls to a man named Derek Christmas, who would then bring coke to his house. One of Austin's friends admitted to sending Cash App money to Derek Christmas for Austin in exchange for crypto. Forum users then deduced that this Derek was likely the same Derek who got caught in 2008 with 19 grams of crack. When his home was searched, his infant children were living
He's got
in
no-
conditions and even tested
No
positive
higher
for
reasoning.
substance. He was charged
Nothing
with
to tell
felony
him
child
this
neglect
is
and
a bad
sentenced to 3
idea.
years in
This
prison.
is a
Not
good
only is Derek
idea.
a drug dealer, which is ethically questionable and
That's relatively recent if they're showing X. If they're showing Twitter's updated name, that's relatively recent.
As part of the all-new Beehive ad network.
in of itself, but he was completely neglecting his children to the point where somehow they had crack in their system.
Even I'm crazy, but I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna turn around and change my life. Like, probably way before
and sending money through
I let myself progress into this pile of shit.
who had spent most of his life in prison, indicating with some low level of certainty to forum users that this was their guy. To further confirm the boss man crack suspicions,
It's like phase. He's like a sad. He's like a sad cow monkey. The way he looks, he's like, oh, I only get my ball, or his crack, or whatever he's doing. It's funny.
So as a habit, and even had been blackmailed with secret recordings
It's
in the
weird.
past, which prompted users to dig
Yeah,
more in.
probably.
Allegedly,
But
during
his
the RuneScape
face.
days, Austin admitted he
It
was
just
a
looks
user for 6
pathetic.
months straight, but as of
He's
this
like a
clip,
young
he
old
also
man.
apparently only
He's
been clean
40
for
years
2
old,
days.
but he's
People also
20.
picked up on Austin's
You know?
streams twitching while live and speculated this was due to
Permanently.
abuse. Of course, streamers are hardly ever people with normal mannerisms.
I'm overdone.
You're right.
Like, do it fart?
However, Boss
You're
Man
right,
goes
'cause
above and
I
beyond.
don't
He's
have
constantly
normal
twitching,
mannerisms
scratching himself,
either.
grinding his
Okay?
jaw, and doing other things that are associated
I really
with
don't.
crack rather than Tourette's.
I really don't.
Here's 10K! Oh no!
Well, when you put these in context with everything else we've seen of Austin, I think it's safe to say he's going to have a hard time.
So I don't normally want to slap the fuck out of a motherfucker, but this
Once
dude
people figured it out, he became less paranoid
very
about
much
these
triggers
drug
my
habits,
fight, not the
basically
flight.
just accepted
I
it
want
as part of
to
his
slap the
identity.
fuck out of this
We have
guy.
to contextualize that this guy
And
is
I don't even have to know him.
dangerously
I literally
close
just
to
could
being a
stare at him, smiling like that, like, all day. I'd just be like, just randomly, I'd just punch him.
and lives with his parents, which
I wouldn't even know his story. I'd be like, oh, you're a gambler? Oh, shit. No, I'm sorry. Takes money. You don't need it anyways.
I smoke crack like a motherfucker, dude.
While he's passionate about his za and a fiend for the crack, he's tried a few other drugs as well.
These games he's playing are literal trash Facebook games.
I'm sure crack is more
They're
than
like that
I've done, but meth
Bejeweled, you know.
to gamble max. But while the boss man likes to switch things up every once in a
These
while,
are the worst games you could ever play.
in love with the cocoa. Once, while he was streaming, he had some serious luck and won a few $1,000s. Naturally, his reaction was to call up his plug, but before Derek even arrived, Austin
He won a
lost
few
all the
K.
money he intended to spend on the drugs.
But he doesn't think about how much he's spent.
I have to call him back again.
He doesn't math very good.
Call him back again, dude. Never mind, man. Don't come out. I don't have enough anymore.
A forum user
He's probably already at $4 million at this point or some shit. He's like, I got a few thousand,
They
cool.
did notice, however, that he used to be fatter when he was young and lost weight over time, despite definitely
He looks a lot healthier.
being an active
He looks like
This
sort
meant
of a
that he
normal
used to
person.
only smoke weed and eventually added cocaine to his repertoire, causing the weight loss. The drug reveal also explained his fits of rage and extremely emotional reactions.
Yeah,
as well as
dude.
the delusions of grandeur and the story.
He's really lost a lot of color in his face.
Necessarily caused by the drug use itself, but most likely have to do with
It's like a
entering
different
abstinence,
person.
since it's known to make people very volatile. After Austin's hair had grown out a little from the last shave, one of his viewers would call in the chat for a fresh shaving. Austin said he would do it for 150 subs or around 750 bucks. A viewer named Signal Boot.
When I get that much attention just to do something so small,
Not really. In a bizarre
damn.
development, it
Oh,
barely made a
it's time for you to
difference, and Signal
shave.
Boot expressed his
I'll do it for a
disappointment
few
demanding
hundred
Austin
subs.
actually shave his head. Austin then argued with him that he followed the agreed terms to someone who just gave him $100 to shave his head, immediately ending the stream after this. Signal was the #1 sub at the time, having given
That's so
Austin almost
crazy.
$10,000
How
in
could
that
someone
month alone.
or an audience member be that into it? Like that invested
I
into the
literally so
person?
flip it, bro. I literally said like 4 times.
Boss man
I'll
crack.
do a 2 for another 100, or I'll do a, or I'll, whatever. I
That's a
said,
weird,
or
that's a
50.
terrible
You
name.
did 100, so I did a 2. Yeah, I'm gonna get off. That got really quiet. See you guys.
Another frequent donor named Fat Hacker, who gave Austin over $4,000 in juicers, trolled him by asking, "Are you ready for the biggest juicer of your life?" only to give him nothing afterward. Austin got so upset by this
I
that
think-
he ended the
Funny
stream
Puppet, you
and
still
proceeded
there?
to threaten his own life. Finally, Fat Hacker told him he was just kidding and was about to send it, only to say psych again. The chat's reaction is almost exclusively praising Fat Hacker and laughing at Austin, further demonstrating that his audience truly takes pleasure in seeing him humiliated. Eventually, Austin got banned after constantly pestering a steak hostess for bonuses daily. He was given a 2-day exclusion from the platform for what the hostess described as impatience and high levels of stress during play. Normal people would think this would be the best thing to ever happen to Austin, giving him time to reflect on his
No.
less frugal activities.
No,
Rest
this
assured,
is a
however,
cold turkey
Austin
that
refuses to
turns you
change
into
even
an
in the face of the
absolute fiend.
consequences of his behavior,
When it
because
comes
as soon
to
as he got that-
addicts, you take it away, they just want it 1,000 times more where it hurts. Like their whole body is like shaking, they're convulsing, they can't function.
back on stake, people
He's
watch
barely
him lose
functional
everything
already.
and destroy his surroundings again.
Oh my god.
It's actually scary how they talk about breaking someone away from addiction. It's like you gotta give them hints of the addiction while taking it away slowly. It's like, what the fuck? You gotta get their brain to think they're still getting something. But he's got nothing. Holy
Besides his
shit.
parents, his audience, and his household items, Austin also targeted other streamers. For example,
What?
Yasuo was once one of the most promising League of Legends streamers in the world. He started streaming in 2015 and showed a very high level of skill in the game, attracting many viewers who came for his frequent takedowns of entire teams all by himself. He
Okay.
believed
It's
that
not
one
showing you on here, but
of the most
it's like it
important
says there's only one person watching, which would be me because I'm looking at the chat of my own stream.
This year that I
But
finally gave
it's
therapy
fine.
a chance. And the cool thing here is I actually use BetterHelp to do it.
That's great. You're paid to say that. Talk like a fucking nerd. It's cool because I use BetterHelp to do this. Yeah. That's how he fucking sounds on that fucking ad.
one, solidifying himself as part of the community.
Alright,
Eventually, he
alright,
landed a
alright,
spot
alright.
on the esports organization.
So there's people here, it's just not showing them. That's fine. I don't care.
Started doing other things. Because
As long as they're here.
A chunk of his viewership and would frequently rage at the chat for spamming Play League.
I'm happy to have 2 viewers. This guy takes his 100k subs for granted just to shave.
Literally.
Holy, I still can't get over that. I still can't get over that. I'm grateful to have any viewers, any subs.
He never outright promoted gambling and only used the sites which technically
Total
didn't
flip
violate the guidelines,
of mindset.
regardless
I'm on the
of
other
the
side.
bans He moved to Kick. Austin appeared in the chat on Yasuo's stream where he accused him of using fake money on his bets. Yasuo, who claimed
That
he was
guy's
a
teeth,
watcher
his
rather than
teeth
a
are so
watcher,
fucking
challenged him
white.
attacking himself to a debate.
I'm
Yasuo
blinded.
called him a crackhead, a completely fair insult given
I
what
actually
we've heard
can't
so
see
far,
you
prompting
correctly
Austin
now.
to baselessly accuse him
Just
of
kidding.
declining his streams, which was met with
No, now it's showing you.
laughter.
It's going in and out. It shows
Yasuo
2,
transactions on
then it
stage
shows
stream,
1.
calling Austin
That's
a
weird.
scamming tweaker with no real fans and only trolls and hate watchers. This sent Bossman into a frenzy, speaking very fast and acting erratic.
Dude, that
No
used to
more
be me.
erratic than usual.
That used to be me. Whenever somebody was cooler than me, I'd just be like, and they're like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I'm like, "You just don't understand, bro. my life's more intense than yours. I'm cooler than you. But like, bro, that was when I was like 14.
I wish you know. Hey, listen, you might not like me, but I wish nothing but the best.
I don't dislike you. You're just a scammer. You scam your viewers. You beat your mother. You're a crack addict. You need help. The cops are
the best. I wish you best. Good luck, bro. Good luck.
In the next encounter, Austin became enraged after Yasuo showed the pipe tutorial.
That's that alien? No, that's the literal first alien you see in Men in Black 1 when that farmer guy gets possessed. He's like, sugar, water. That is literally Bossman Crack talking to a fucking person, saying, I wish you the best, I wish you the best.
Followed by yet another hefty helping of him going on about how he bangs Yasuo.
But now his name's Bossman Jack.
Breakdown of Austin's entire career and downfall was only ever.
See, I should remember his name, but I don't. I don't remember his fucking name. He's a forgettable cuck.
All of this just served to make Austin look even crazier than he initially did, since he was now making unsubstantiated claims about someone else in the streaming community
whose skin is that white? Oh, as his skin. As white as the crackhead's skin. I get you. I get you. That is fucking true, because he's not ever left his parents' basement.
While also widely disliked, wasn't nearly as disliked as Austin himself
Complete
was. Worse, fans would
facts.
pick Viewbot in Austin's recent searches on stream, making it clear the reason he was so angry at Yasuo was probably a case of projection. I mean, with everything else this guy has done, would it really shock you if he was viewbotting? Besides, it's a pretty common
it wouldn't. Dude is one of those use every fucking angle in existence type of personalities.
Austin was sponsored by Stake and paid a weekly salary,
which is like, he'll hit the lowest of the low standards. I mean, yeah.
Because of his streams performing well, he got a raise to a whopping $10,000,
dude,
which would have amounted to over $500,000 a year before taxes. This is absolutely insane.
Oh my god! If I were to make that, I would never have to complain. I would be so happy. Oh my god, I'd give money to my family. I'd just be like, I got too much money here. Buy a car. Here. Other friends. I love you. Don't take too much of my money though, because don't love me for just that.
Obviously, most of this money would inevitably make its way right back to Stake, since that's the website he used to gamble. Ed Craven,
they're only nice to me because I give them money. Just like Mr. Beast's family.
You'd think this would be a big moment for him. Maybe he would pocket some money for once when the owner of the site that fuels his lifestyle throws him a bone.
Eddie, thank you so much, bro. Holy shit, dude. Was that you, Eddie, that gave me the 1,000? Oh my gosh, dude. Bro. Oh my fucking god.
See, he's the type. He's the type. He only loves you if you give him $1,000 or $100 donation. He's like, oh my gosh, thanks, man. You're so cool.
Oh my
fucking loser.
Man, fuck you, Eddie. Fuck you, bro. You fucking piece of shit, dude.
His tendency to
That's a loser mentality.
$500,000 a year when he loses badly really makes it a mystery as to how the company even tolerates him at all. Maybe they were playing 4D chess and expected him to do so, knowing that getting hate and being seen as a complete buffoon is what gets people clicking on his stuff. Given the people he encouraged
24/7, you're no. I sit here miserably broke. You made yourself miserably broke. You are your own. So you shot yourself in the foot every day. That's crazy, bro.
Austin doesn't have to be alone through all of this. If any of you are ever down bad and losing hope for your love life, Bossman Jack serves as a clear reminder that there is someone for everyone.
Is there someone for this guy? Is there a crackhead female out there that'd be willing to?
Eventually, their online friendship blossomed into a romantic relationship. Honestly, between the crack, the debt, his parents, and the juicers, I have no idea how he even finds the time to get a girlfriend, but nevertheless, he did. Her name was Allison, and not much else is known about her.
She actually looks like a crackhead. Look at her. She's got the eyes. She's like, she's got that face, bro. Of course, you got this. But she also looks sorta untainted to a degree, meaning there's still some life left in her. She picks this piece of shit. Oh no.
doxed her on stream, and the fact that she had a child from a previous relationship.
I can't.
Met in person several times.
I've seen girls like that. I know. I already know.
The well-being of the child. They never made any serious plans to move in together.
Good.
They continued to be off and on for years until Allison was revealed not to be the loyal sweetie Austin so direly needed. As screenshots leaked by one of Austin's
That's what he
viewers showed her flirting with
gets.
someone else.
That's
In
what
an
he
insane
gets,
twist that's
bro.
very fitting for Austin's story. The screenshots implied she'd attempted to trade.
I mean, crackhead Shia LaBeouf gets crackhead version of what's her name? I don't even remember.
But rather
The
than talking to
female.
her about it privately and end the relationship, Austin confronted her on a stream. In her defense, she claimed it was during a time when they were not together. However, Austin
That's honesty when it comes to lying to him. That is the most honesty you'll ever get with from a woman.
alleged that they had
Swear it was when we were not together? I don't really know. I was drunk. That's honesty when it comes to him.
already met up IRL and were talking every single day at the time the messages were sent.
Are you ready for this, Allison? I want you to explain to everybody here what these messages mean, and I want everyone in my chat to tell me if this is sus as fuck or not sus as fuck.
He can't even say sus. Tell me if this is sus as fuck, bro. You can't stop to say the pronunciations don't say something stupid, and it already sounds very stupid to say. I'm just getting at a fact there. Don't say it.
Revealed that she'd gone even further than those prior messages.
Suspect.
On him by sending
I'm suspicious of your actions, my female.
Yeah, she's totally cheated on me with one of my mods before. Yep.
Oh my gosh, she settled for one of your moderators. He was popping off in the chat. He was saying sexy things to her.
There's no saying for sure who's in the right, or if there's anyone in the right here. When both of the people
He went on to the other Discord chat. Hey baby, I'm the mod.
Having bought nudes from her despite her being his girlfriend, Austin continued to fight with his chat after Allison had already left the call, as they roasted her for being unfaithful.
This started because I was so-called simping toward that girl Fox girl that won the giveaway. She got real mad at me, but she doesn't care. We're not together.
You simping?
You may feel inclined to sympathize with Austin here, as it's evident Allison enjoyed terrorizing him.
Is like,
and his drug-addled
no.
personality made him especially easy to go.
I don't. Never mind. I'm not even responding to this. I had a million thoughts just now that could turn into a tangent when he said simping. Oh my god. No, I can't say what I want to say.
That Kick has openly marketed itself as the edgier, shadier alternative to Twitch that allows streamers to get away with almost anything, to the point where it's gotten them in trouble. Bossman somehow managed to get a week-long ban on it. The bot said itself as the reason for a suspension, and yeah, that fits the bill. I mean, if you consider compulsively gambling everything he's ever had self-harm, then
he'd probably gamble his own girlfriend. I'm glad she fake lied or was honest or whatever the fuck. I'm glad she cheated on with a fucking Twitch mod.
This meant he officially had to cool it with his most prominent.
Because he would bet her. I'll bet my girlfriend. I'll bet my house. I'll bet my dog.
This included a house tour and a few cooking shows, including teaching.
If that was an option, if that was on the table, he would do it. This is that level of piece of shit.
Plagued with his crippling addiction. Once away from his vices, he seemed like a surprisingly normal dude. But even Kick's ban wouldn't succeed at getting
crippling
gambling on stake.
Dude, I wagered 1.25 million last week. 1.25 million dollars last week.
There's really no overstating.
He's like, I'm an entrepreneur, guys. It's this 1.something million dollars.
This actual crack addict has unexplainably reached
just all the money and no knowledge or education on how to use said money. Just a lot of money.
This is proof
that is all he does.
He's really this fucked up on and off camera. Here there was nothing. He was just draining his bank account, and
he might as well stream 24/7, or should have. He might as well just never turn it off and just sit there.
He returned to Kick after his ban was up to his fans' enthusiastic welcome. The positivity in the chat and from Austin.
Why are you streaming on Kick?
Is almost shocking to casual onlookers used to the typical chaos of the past. Again, it reminds us of what could have been.
Oh my god! It's real! We're back! Oh my god! What's up, everybody? Yeah, thanks for subs, guys. You guys are fucking awesome, man. Damn, Southern Born in. Hell yeah, bitch.
Maybe
It doesn't get more,
As
what do they say,
opposed to the
cooked?
crack goblin they store in
Just
their
to
attic.
watch that man dance and like react. Like, what are we excited about?
Austin's updated status was flashed.
There's
on the
nothing
screen
interesting
during the
there.
stream, including Platinum 6 status and over $10 million wagered.
Literally nothing. Like,
I was hoping the time off may have changed.
he's the most uninteresting person,
Ended just like they always do.
in my opinion.
Oh my god! No way! Whoa! What the f was that? Holy balls! Whoa, let's go!
What if the fucking game or website remembers all the money you bet, and like months later they just keep your money and they know and they just hand you back a little bit of your money just to make you keep playing, and they're like, so we gave him back 5K, but he's spent over $1 million on our app, so we're still good. Let's just keep him on here going and going. That's gotta be it, bro.
Come on!
Fucking dumb.
Dude, are you kidding me?
You couldn't act like that in a freaking
Days after
casino.
a feud between
They
Austin
kick him
and
out
Sonic
permanently.
Nick White caused the most severe repercussions to his channel to date. Viewers in his chat told
He would
Austin
never
that
make
he
it out of the
was now
freaking front door walking to said casino. He'd probably have a heart attack because he sat still so much just playing his game.
lexicon, but nowadays falling under the category of homophobic slurs.
I bet you have 200 subs, bro. You're a fucking failure. Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking fat.
The use of this
You're a fucking fat piece of shit.
By 2015,
When that doesn't even bother any people, that wasn't that long ago. But like saying that doesn't fucking do anything to anybody anymore.
Banned from streaming on Kick. Nick claims to have nothing
Nobody
to do with the beef
cares.
and that it was only his viewers stoking the fire. Austin,
I could
meanwhile,
call you
attempted to
that,
reveal
but
the ban
like,
in a very informal email, given the gravity of the situation, writing, "I'm honestly at a loss of words.
he's out of touch. We call the words he uses, even if he uses up-to-date terms, he's still very out of touch.
I got a week for that. Then I lost $4,000 in just a matter of seconds and hit myself on the head and got suspended for self-harm. Now I stand up for myself after multiple accounts this Nick guy has sent to my
He's
stream.
the
and calling
victim.
one
Every time he writes anything, bro.
This doesn't sound justified at all. Are you serious? I feel like I'm being targeted. Why in the world should this ban
Everybody's coming after
someone that was
me.
literally harassing me and hate
My life is so miserable.
at all? And
I just want to spend your money.
I've done a lot of advertising.
Give me your rent money. I need to gamble.
I doubt you guys will even consider lifting this or unbanning me. I just want to ask you one thing. Do you really think this is justified?
Yeah.
I just lost my job for a month, my 8K a week from Stake, my 2,000 subs, because I stood up for myself.
Because I stood up for who's bullying you? Who's really being mean to you? Come on.
Says Aiden Ross
Fucking
said this word,
bullshit.
and many other streamers have said this word and never got banned for it. I want to know why did
It's
they
like,
get banned and I
no.
didn't? Have
He's a
fantastic
male Karen that got lucky enough to have one extra IQ point, and it's just teetering over like Karen, but it's still there, you know? So it just kind of bounces back and forth between that vibe or frequency. So we're sub. No. I don't know what IQ level that'd be at, but he's not even close to
and I'm actually extremely devastated from this.
normal.
My viewers and myself are pretty hurt and
I would
shocked
barely
by this.
call him a
I
90,
would assure you that if you would reconsider
and not even an
suspension
average
early, I will
100.
never say another hate term or use hate speech again. I mean, let's be fair. Have I ever done a violation that you guys suspended me for more than once?
All that body armor and no results. He just drank all his parents' body armor, ate their burritos.
Straight boulders. However, Kick held their ground on the basis
Bro,
of multiple stack violations.
you got
They seem to be cleaning up their
a
act.
lot of big not YouTubers, I'll just say content creators showing up in his content.
Circumstances. Austin claimed he would not be returning to Kick as a result of his unlifted ban. Instead, he wanted to go back to where
Reset again. Okay, that's fine. Hold on. It does this. This is why I'm not allowed. My PC doesn't allow me to use my webcam because it hates me. It's a weird quirk. It's a mini PC. I have enough power to deliver to each device, but it still has this quirk where I have to like reset everything. Okay, let's just go back. You piece of shit! Stop doing this to me, please. We don't need this.
Result of his unlifted ban. Instead, he wanted to go back to where it all started, Twitch.tv. He shared some great news with the Discord that he had gotten a new deal with a different company called BC Games. The details of
Why
this
couldn't
deal
it be
included
BBC
$50,000.
Games? Please. It could have been Big Black Cock. It should have been. That would have been funny.
The same initial
And I
deal
like how
was
it's a
still an
sunglass
insane
sad
amount of money
face.
for a guy who never has to leave his
BC.
bedroom to do his job. Additionally, he would
Also,
get
it's
four
before
$1,000
Christ.
hourly
This dude's
fills per day
ancient.
to use for betting. With this in place, this deal
Of course he
actually
is.
far
He's
better than
not.
what he was getting
He's
with Twitch.
definitely sub, Neanderthal. He's definitely a caveman who just learned about computer and learned about money and how to spend said money. Well, he can't really spend any of it because he's never gonna take care of anything.
I should mention though, this is sort of what he was accusing.
Someone
Yasuo
says,
of
I
doing when he was
bought
talking
you
about
something,
making
and he's
extra
like,
money.
can I sell
Additionally,
it?
to this day, he always
No,
makes sure
it's
to
a
mention this
gift.
in depth,
You
and
need to
while I'm
use
inclined
it.
to believe him,
Take care
considering
of
how
yourself
frequently he
now.
loses, I'm starting to consider the possibility that maybe that's just a way of setting himself up for more juicers. With the amount of money this guy is raking in from the website sponsorships, I'm hard pressed to believe he's actually totally broke. It's not all adding up. I assume he's not spending thousands of dollars a month on crack. Where is the
Yes,
money
he
he's
is.
actually getting going? With the fills, it's almost $1.5 million.
It's just random ad
Considering
revenue,
Twitch's
bro.
policy on gambling, it
Dude.
wouldn't be shocking if they banned him eventually.
Dude,
Unlike Chris
you
Hansen,
can't
Austin
keep
is
analytics all the time on each ad that's ran on your fucking social or your content.
whose fate was shaped from the beginning, slowly sliding down a slope of delusion and inevitable doom. No, Austin had and continues to have a very fair shot at having a normal life. At any
Yeah, no,
moment,
every
he could
moment he had a
actually
fair
walk away
shot.
from all this and go live a normal life.
Blew
and
it
just push down the
every
pipes and stop
second,
gambling.
every
But no matter
moment,
what, whenever he
every
seems to be
day.
given a chance to do so, he never takes it. Actually, it seems that it prompts him to double down. I get that
Maybe
he's
I
really
should just
getting
turn into
thousands of
Boss
dollars
Man
in
Jack.
front of his face, and his
Maybe I'll
contract
get
is
more
worth
subs,
over $1
and then I'll
million.
just
So when you
undo
factor
it.
the damages
Like, I'll
he'll
get
do to his
hyper
mind and life,
addicted and, like, punch walls and scream and throw tantrums, and then I'll just, like, randomly stop out of nowhere. You know what I mean? But I have all this money now.
and that most of the money is getting sucked out of his
Wait,
pocket
what
through
did you have to do?
gambling anyway.
Crazy.
It's just not worth it.
What did
As
it
stands
take?
right now,
Or
if
is
the
like
fact
the
will take him,
Thanos
gambling eventually will. And unlike
Infinity
most of his streams,
Stone
it will not be
statement.
entertaining to watch, even for the most
That's what I'm
sadistic
getting
members
at.
of his audience.
I would
As
never.
hard as the drugs he likes are, I recognize how insane what I'm about to say is. That he believes he will be successful once he gets off of it, which leads me to believe that while he's genuinely planning to stop using, he doesn't even consider the possibility that he should stop gambling. If anything, he actually blames the drugs for his lack of success in gambling.
You
Based
can't
on
blame the
certain moments
people,
in
blame the
past, he's
drugs.
expressed that he does actually pay attention to things people say about him online. I actually have some hope that Austin hears this next part, or that someone clips this and sends it to him. In all honesty, this is something of a tragic
Oh, he's
story
still
because
going.
Austin is a very funny person who could make pretty much any kind of content work. I could see him as a Tyler One kind of streamer who, while often getting very angry and loud, can contain it to the live streams and other.
No, I don't see it.
Imagine this guy playing.
You're funny to laugh at, but he's not self-aware enough to be able to create consistent humor. The other guy does self-deprecating humor, but it is a sort of self-aware attitude about it. No, you can't put these two in the same category. Sorry.
Games and being bad at them. That would be
Plus, this
hilarious.
guy, for
But
being so
unfortunately for
short,
him,
is
no
fucking
game will hit as hard
ripped.
as slots.
He's
Hopefully we
he's
get to see Austin turn his
built.
life around before he drives
You
himself
tell
into actually doing something.
Boss Man Jack to go to the gym one day, he'll literally have a heart attack and fall on the floor just doing one rep, and all you'll hear is, "Ah." That's all you'll hear. You're like, what was that? Oh, man's dead. I put him in the garbage. Nobody's gonna miss him. His mom might. It's my son. I don't hate him. Well, I do. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, if you see this, it's because I was researching, online predators, and I was trying to, like, make fun of them and shit. But, like, that rabbit hole got weird. I need a break, bro. I need a break. No. Do you guys have any, or I think it's just Funny Puppet Do you have any suggestions for videos? Because I will just click on something. Lego Star Wars. Why would you do this? 24 hours. Why you do this to yourself? This is a stupid idea. Dude, I wouldn't even play any game. It doesn't matter how good it is. For 24 hours. That wouldn't happen. Just too... I don't know. I don't have the attention span for it. My maximum for gaming is 5 hours. That is actually my real limit. So I can't be a Souls gamer. This P.O. box? Nah, I'm not gonna watch that. The Tragic Life of Janet McCurdy. That's the lady who plays in iCarly.
I thought that the shirt I wore to school one spring morning would lead to a federal lawsuit.
See about how tragic it really is, or did she make it tragic?
The face recognized by millions of kids worldwide that grew up watching her as Sam Puckett in iCarly. But after the end of the show, and after the failure of its spin-off Sam and Cat, Jeanette went down a path of alcoholism, eating disorders, and messy public appearances that deemed her a child star gone crazy. How could this happen? Well, the harsh truth is that Jeanette never wanted the fame. She never wanted to be an actress, she never wanted to be a TV, she never wanted to be on camera. She later opened up about this in her memoir.
They forced me to.
A book title
They said I'd be cool.
The idea that someone would be so happy
My parents wanted my money.
own mom would make you be a little skeptical, but after reading the book and looking at her story, you'd be glad she died too. So let's look at the story of Jeanette.
You'd be glad she died too. She died? What?
McCurdy.
That's not good.
People would be surprised that Jeanette actually.
Yeah, you turn that upside down. Turn it upside down. It's cursed.
She lived in a house with her three brothers.
It's very
her mom,
cursed.
Deborah, her dad Mark, and her grandparents on her mom's side. They were
So glad I was born in 1997.
Constantly needed extensions. The only reason they still even had the house in the first place was because Mark's parents were the previous owners and they gave him a good deal. All of the adults had jobs except for Deborah. Her grandpa worked as a ticket taker in Disneyland. Her grandma was a receptionist at a retirement home, and her dad made cardboard cutouts for Hollywood Video and also worked in the kitchen.
Her dad has got the cool job. I mean, it's not fun to stare at their faces, but it's fun to say, I get to put this in grocery stores for people to be happy.
Her mom was the only one that was not employed at all. She occasionally would pick up some.
What is that? You see the Target sign, and you see a fucking either a camera or a cigarette box just sitting in the G. What is that?
Targets during the holidays, but never really had.
It's the G.
Jeanette was extremely close to her mom, being homeschooled her whole life and didn't really have any girls her age to
Bunny
talk to.
Puppy, you need to write more stuff in chat so I can bounce off your comments.
2 years old, Deborah
Just write random shit. You don't have to write anything good.
Which was a heavy burden on the family. Not just because of her treatment, which racked up the medical bills, or the emotional stress it put on the family, but because of the extreme lifestyle changes that she implemented on the family after her diagnosis. She was.
Is it just me, or is it when he talks, all you can do is stare at his mouth? Like, it's just the way he talks. You're just, like, stuck staring at that one part of his face.
Still changed for the worse. Deborah became an excessive hoarder, and I mean an excessive hoarder.
Oh shit.
With random junk.
She's a goblin. She's a goblin.
A bunch of junk. The stuff overflowed
Oh my.
to the point where it was not usable. Jeanette and her brothers couldn't even.
We could melt it all down and just make a cube, like from Monsters Inc.
Up having to sleep in the living room on gymnastics mats that they bought.
Wouldn't that be fun? Instead of donating it, you just melt your hoarding pile down into a cube.
Jeanette was ashamed of her house her entire life. The family was raised Mormon, and they were members of the Church of Jesus of Latter-day Saints. Kids usually attended.
You know, when I first heard the name Latter-day Saints, I was like, see you later on the other day, Saints. Like, I would never think about it like a ladder. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, when I was a kid and I heard Jesus or Church of Latter-day, I'm like, what do you mean? mean? With two T's. It's not two D's for ladder or whatever the fuck. So I would play that through my brain, trying to fucking figure that shit out. Then I just gave up.
Jeanette would always look forward to the 3-hour Sunday service because, quite frankly, it was
I'll
the
just say,
only
see you
thing they
later,
got
bro.
out of the flooded house. And it was
See you later,
after
bro.
diagnosis that they started attending more and more frequently. At home, Jeanette's mom was ecstatic. It's suspected that she had bipolar disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, or a weird combination of all three.
Or
She
a
never got
weird,
treatment for her
just a
issues,
weird
or went to therapy
disorder.
despite her family
We don't know
constantly
what it
encouraging
is.
her to go get help. She often got angry with Jeanette's dad for no reason. If Mark came home a little bit later than usual, Deborah would automatically assume that he was cheating and
She looks like her dad.
the knife to leave the house.
At least we
This
got
happened
one thing.
pretty often.
She wasn't like her mom.
Deborah always wanted to be an actress, but never pursued it and always put the blame on her parents for never supporting her. She
Oh,
believed that
that's
she deserved
toxic.
fame
That's
and
not
fortune,
good. You should always pursue your dreams and not
crappy home and
pressure
unfulfilled
pit it on
marriage.
other people in your
Constantly dreaming
family.
what could have been. So when Jeanette turned 6, she
It's
decided
not
to
their
turn
fault.
into an actress
Even
and
if they're
live
not
the
good
life
people
that
or
she
whatever,
never
it's not
had.
their
But
fault,
Jeanette
not their
had no interest in
responsibility.
acting. She never hinted at it or even thought about doing it. She was shy and uncomfortable in person, but Jeanette would do anything to make her mom happy. Anything. Her mom was her best friend in the whole world and meant everything to her.
You can tell though, she wasn't supposed to get into this field. She should have just said, wait, sorry, I didn't mean to just hit the freaking cord. Should have said, acting's cool, but what's something else that's pretty cool, like video game design or something, you know, that's still creative work, but it's just a little bit of a niche. She would have probably excelled in that, you know?
She was always scared about how she would react. When Deborah didn't get her way, she would throw tantrums and become rowdy like a child.
Okay, she was like her
Jeanette's
mom.
mom asked her if she wanted to be Mommy's little actress. There was only one right answer. Child actors are a
Sue is a
goldmine
piece
in
of
the
shit.
industry. If a child can perform well on camera, they can make very good money for their work. Deborah didn't just see her as a vessel for her dream, but also as a big paycheck.
That's toxic. The mom's like, hey, you want to be mom's actress? It's like, all it sees is the goal. It doesn't see any of the consequences, and you're the parent. You're supposed to think about, you know, the domino effect that's gonna fuck up their life. Is it gonna get him into drugs? Bro, she was on X-Files. Okay. No, that's a very popular show to start with already.
Uncredited, and the exact episode she's in was unknown, but it's a good start. Jeanette then started to get more and more background.
It's like a huge resume. I was on X-Files. Doesn't even matter what character you played.
A film about the Great Depression. The director liked how she was really good at making a sad face. Ironically,
Something about
it wasn't really that hard
depression.
for her to be authentic. Her appearance was only for a small second, but this was just enough to elevate her from background actor to principal actor. Now, principal actors are the ones who have speaking roles, and this would now open the door for Jeanette to get bigger and better roles. Deborah started getting more and more intense for Jeanette's preparation to get good roles. When Jeanette didn't do well in an audition that had dance choreography, she
Oh
started
god,
making
I'm
Jeanette
terrified by the fact that she's mommy's little actress her whole life, bro. That is terrible. That's terrible.
Jeanette practice pogoing every single day
I'm
until she
sad.
landed 1,000 jumps without falling. In 2008, she landed her first.
She's like, I don't care about the odds. I'm gonna do it.
Played in one of
I'm
the
gonna
skits.
beat
In
this
the skit,
pogo
Nancy
stick
Sutherland
limit.
portrayed Kathy Lee Gifford, who was a very famous television host at the time.
That face, that lady, it was my old boss. She would make that face there. I can't describe the blonde lady's like fucking expression. My boss made faces like this when she would talk to people. Like, are you half faded, bro? How much weed did you smoke
Very
today?
famous television host at the time. And in the skit, she puts her children on a
Oh my
television show to
gosh.
make them famous as well, where Jeanette plays her daughter. What makes this skit so ironic is the fact that Kathy is constantly coaching her kids on what to
That's a
say
woman.
and how to act. It's kind
That's
of
a
like how
woman.
Jeanette's real mom does.
I don't know how I know that.
You're old. Good one, Cass.
You can skip this video, but you can't skip the truth. Right now in North Gaza, children are going to bed hungry.
I'm sorry. Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, what are you doing? The actual kids that need your fucking help.
We got a great show for you today. Cass, Cody, smile.
You smile, kid. Can you smile? Come on.
This role, Deborah had Jeanette constantly chugging sugar-free Red Bulls to keep
Oh
her
my
energized,
gosh.
which is a very dangerous thing to
It's
get.
cringe,
Jeanette was a
but it's
very
funny.
likable child actor in the industry because she took
I
direction
hate
well and was
watching
very
these.
cooperative.
Like,
Something
if
that
I
could
saw
be
this shit as a
hard to
kid
find
on TV,
So
I'd
one
be
of her
like,
secret weapons
what are
was
they
being able
doing?
to cry on cue. That's a hard one. Jeanette was a natural at this. Whenever she needed to cry,
just think about when your mommy said no. Start crying. I remember so many times she said no when I wanted money and free stuff. Perfect.
her brothers died,
You're hired.
tears would flow like waterfalls. Being liked in the industry and getting recognized for talent would really elevate Jeanette's career. She made guest appearances on CSI, Malcolm in the Middle, Law and Order, and
Did she ever play? She should have played as Veruca Salt.
She got herself a nice
She should have played as Veruca Salt. She could fake cry.
just enough for her to be able to sleep in an actual bed. She even got a Young Artist Award nomination for her
She got
guest
her
role
own
in the
bed.
medical drama Strong Medicine. But it was during
Lucky
this time
person.
that Jeanette started to develop OCD. On Jeanette's 8th birthday, she was officially baptized as a Mormon. Her mom did the same when she was
Wonder
8, and
though,
mother before
her
that.
birthday is 1999 and she gets baptized. Does she really mean it? Because if you take the 9s and flip it over, talking shit.
A small voice appeared in her head that she interpreted as the Holy Ghost. In Mormonism, the Holy Ghost is seen as the third Godhead alongside God the Father and Jesus Christ. The Holy Ghost acts as a spiritual guide and a source of comfort. This Holy Ghost instructed Jeanette to do various repetitive tasks such as unlock and unlock the door 5 times, squint her eyes.
Why would you do that?
Jeanette felt
What fucking purpose of the Holy Ghost be like, I need you to open and close doors and move your tongue around and blink really fast over and over, like, oh, you look like having a fucking aneurysm just to go out the door, just to go do something normal. Why the fuck would God tell you to do that?
More roles and to keep her mom alive. This started all the way back when Jeanette
When and
used her
why?
birthday wish every single
I don't think
year
that
her
was the
mom
Holy
would not
Ghost.
die
I think
of
you're
cancer.
just schizophrenic. I'm sorry. I actually am sorry. That was not a joke. That was half serious.
For her mom to stay alive. Jeanette never told anyone in the family about this voice, but her grandpa noticed that she was doing these very strange repetitive tasks and urged
I think that's a form of OCD manifesting into hallucinations. That's a rare
Jeanette's grandpa was
type
the only
of
one who voiced his opinion on
connection, but I think she has a weird form of OCD.
Jeanette's acting was basically an effort for Deborah to live
Because I've heard stuff like that. You'll randomly need to like go mess with something or do things.
acting in order to keep her mom happy and to help keep the bills paid was a lot of stress for an 8-year-old. But
I'm not a psychologist. I don't know like any of this shit. I'm just saying I've watched a good amount of mental health videos,
way too deep at this point.
but I'm not an expert.
Pre-chosen career path in order to make her mom happy, even if that meant making her miserable. In reality,
You know what I noticed? Okay, there's some subtle signs of like high narcissistic behavior. You notice she just smiles when nobody else is smiling. She's always like all the time. I'm starting to see it because they talk about like you have expressions or reactions that aren't connected or related to other people in the room. And if you see any of her pictures, she's doing that constantly.
It was never encouraged
She's like
by
she's
her
not in
mom.
reality,
Jeanette
bro.
wrote her first screenplay and showed
That's
it to her
insane.
mom. Her mom barely even read it before saying, "I hope you don't like writing more than acting. You're so good at acting." And deemed
You
her
can
idea a
what?
copy
Why
of
would you
Jeanette.
say that to your
Jeanette
kid?
was embarrassed that she even showed her the
It's okay to
screenplay.
like
Deborah
writing.
was obsessed with keeping
Johnny
Jeanette
Depp was a
looking
good
good, so
writer
she
for
had
the
more
most part.
opportunity for auditions.
Who
And
else
Jeanette was
directed their own
afraid because
films?
she felt
James
her mom wouldn't
Franco
love her anymore if she grew up.
directed his own
Deborah got her
films.
into what she called a calorie restriction, which was basically a fancy way of saying starving yourself. Jeanette and her mom would
Let's make it sound nicer. We'll just sugarcoat it.
planning their meals for the next
We're
day
gonna
together
basically
while
do what we did to the actress who played on Wizard of Oz. We're just gonna make you eat flavorless oatmeal every day.
Jeanette would only eat half of her meals throughout the day to only get half the calories and would
Holy
stick
shit.
to water-dense vegetables and fruits. Her dinners then consisted mostly of iceberg lettuce.
That's
and
why her brain's underdeveloped.
her cheat foods would be sugar-free popsicles, applesauce, and
Yeah, that's definitely, you're not getting your basic nutrition, you're gonna go fucking nuts.
because her mom approved of it. In Jeanette's mind, she thought it was healthy. To Jeanette, it was bonding with her mom.
Oh,
Deborah,
shit.
it was a strategy to get Jeanette more acting roles.
I had felt a lump in my breast that I thought was, oh, well, my mom had cancer, so I'm probably getting cancer.
Oh, of course you're talking to Jada Smith. She's a counselor. Oh my gosh.
Stop boobies from happening. I don't want boobies.
I don't want boobies. You gross 3 boobs.
Yeah.
I don't want 3.
Made that clear to me. She would
That one's cancer.
really clutch me intensely and say that I don't want my baby to grow
The
up.
third
like
one
you.
is
Me
cancer.
growing up would mean us separating, and I didn't want that to happen. So I asked if there was a way that I could stop the boobies from coming in.
Can you stop saying that?
And it became our sort of.
Oh my gosh, I'm so emotionally connected and invested in your story because you wanted to stop the boobies. Fucking shut the fuck up. Look at this stupid ass fucking face. Like, she's fucking dumb.
Disturbing as it is, really bonded us.
Right.
It was our thing.
Yep.
No one else got this thing. We got this thing. I can look at you from
It
a distance and
hurts.
know you got me and I got you.
I got you, I got you. I'm gonna stop the boobs, okay? I got you, bro, I got you.
That the sickness created that I, of course, couldn't see at the time.
Dude, when you're so brainless and you're on a talk show and you just go, right, yeah. What the fuck is happening anymore?
Progress, and then became obsessed with
Oh,
her. Over
man.
the course of 6 months, Jeanette
I would quit. I'd just fucking quit my job after that. I'd be like, cool, here's my ID. Here's everything I'm done.
and even then her mom was disappointed that it wasn't lower. When Jeanette was weighed by her doctor, they tried to tell her mom that she may be anorexic. Deborah would act surprised
Maybe.
and claim that she thought that
Big
Jeanette was
fact.
eating normally, even
Say
though she was
maybe.
the one that put Jeanette
I think you might be anorexic because your mom conditioned you and groomed you into
to
it.
people around her, but this would only be the start of her eating disorders that carried into her adulthood.
Don't worry, it'll make you a better actress. Okay? You need to stay thin. We can't give you too much to have today. You can only have your
That gets
rations.
held back in the 6th grade multiple times. She played the role well. Really, really well. Dan Schneider liked her I don't give a fuck attitude that she displayed so young. It made her a perfect contender for the upcoming kids show that Nickelodeon had planned, iCarly.
Oh,
a show about
shit.
two teens who start a web series.
Oh,
Jeanette nailed
shit.
the audition and got the
She was a
role. This
proper asshole in that show, too. It probably comes from life experience.
Upon hearing the news, both Jeanette and her mom screamed at the top of their lungs in excitement. Jeanette thought this would be the start of easy times.
It was a good duality. I'm not gonna lie. The show was good because it had the salty, sweet shit in there, but it was healthy for most of those actors. Especially fucking Ghibli. Or, yeah, was it Gibby? Not Ghibli. People sexually harassed him where he stopped acting. People were touching his, like, man tits. He had to go lose weight because people wanted him to go take off his shirt in public. That really happened.
That she was in. She was the fan favorite.
I feel so bad for him. He's got permanent trauma and now he has to constantly get, like, help for it.
Nowhere like fat cakes, bacon, and meat. And Sam was
All because he was on some dumb kid show.
It was like her own role was teasing her. And on top of it all, Sam has a terrible relationship with her mom in the show. It's hinted that Sam's character has a pretty.
Why does this piano music make me think of the "You Got a Friend in Me" story fucking vibes?
And despite Jeanette's deep hatred for the show, something positive did come from the experience. Her friendship with co-star Miranda Cosgrove. The two became very.
When she's young, Miranda Cosgrove looks so low-key like Michael Jackson, but now she doesn't. It's like she actually looks like more of a developed human being, but right now she just looks like Michael Jackson.
Nickelodeon fans would probably love to hear, considering the fact that Drake and Josh didn't really get along very
A
well.
pedophile and a narcissist.
Stay away from Miranda
Drake and Josh.
but it might have also been the jealousy of Miranda.
And they were like fake nice to each other. And they on their reunion. It's horrible.
They exchanged numbers after the last shoot of the first season and began texting every single day. After work, they would watch a movie at ArcLight together and they would Skype every weekend. However,
They're real ones. They're real friends.
Hangouts and her controlling.
It's probably the most meaningful relationship she ever had in her life.
Deborah did was frequently shower Jeanette. Yeah, you heard me right. And she would do frequent checkups on her.
That's not healthy. You're not supposed to take frequent showers. That actually gets rid of, like, very important bacteria in your body. It doesn't get, okay, frequently showering doesn't kill you immediately, but if you do it like over like a year or two, just shower like 5 times a day, your body's not producing enough bacteria and it can make you very sick.
throughout her teen
No
years.
joke.
Jeanette claims that this was the
It's a
hardest
rare
part of
thing to
writing
happen where you
her
get
book
like
and
super
contributing
sick
pretty
from it, but it does
badly to her
happen.
body issues. And whenever Jeanette said that she didn't want to do them anymore, her mom would wail and cry about her child growing up, and then Jeanette would cave in. Her mom still made her sit in a booster seat whenever she was in the car. Again, she's 16 at this time, and she monitored almost everything Jeanette ate from breakfast till
We got you hooked up to life support, Jeanette. We got the meters. Oh, your cortisol levels are a little too high.
Still eating lettuce and bologna for
So
dinner,
fucking weird.
after iCarly
Your
started,
mom needs to
started let her
just
eat a little bit more. She started
get down a
giving Jeanette
peg,
2%
bro.
milk and honeycomb cereal, a huge upgrade from having no breakfast at all.
Just like Lord Sidious watching Darth Vader constantly.
But her mom was
It's
still
like,
very overly
Are you alive?
It was a
I
very
made sure to give you just enough to eat, but not die.
of America occurred. Over 12
Just enough oxygen to breathe, but not choke.
protest for fair wages, and iCarly was one of the many shows affected. This put a pause on show production, so Jeanette's team suggested that she get into music to try and keep her career going. This is what a lot of the teen actors were doing at the time, including Britney Spears, Hilary Duff, and of course,
Okay, Britney
Miley
Spears
Cyrus. She decided to go towards the
looks
pop
like a
genre,
fucking Barbie
considering that it was
doll on
trending
crack.
really hard at the time. Her mom had her post covers of songs on YouTube to try and get attention from labels, and soon enough she got an offer from Capitol Records. On March 10th,
Dude, you're still mommy's girl just singing only. Oh, it's horrible.
on a new album.
It's horrible.
For 3 months to
She's
record material.
permanent.
In 2010, she dropped her debut EP,
My
Not That
curse.
Far Away, and it peaked at number 32 on the Billboard country charts. Not bad for a debut release. Jeanette was actually a really good
She never became her own woman. She never became her own woman.
Material-wise, it's exactly what it sounds like. A popular actress who happens to have a good voice, who's signed to a big label, has a big budget, and a really talented team. Most of the writing was already done for her. The writing, the composition, the production. Just like acting, all Jeanette really had to do was show up and say her lines. Her lines in this case...
Just like Bill Murray. I don't have to be there on time. I just gotta say my lines.
Music at all. This was simply just another move that she did to make her mom happy and bring in the money, which it did. A year later, Jeanette released a single, Generation Love. Her label was trying to get it on radio, so they had her go on tour to promote it. This would be difficult for Jeanette because this would be the very first time that she would be away from her mom for a very long time.
Look at that dorky ass face her mom's making. Like, oh wow, we're making it now. She's like a total goblin. Her fucking mom.
Nights, it was rough. Across America, she was performing in malls right in front of thousands of screaming teens. Material that she did not write or was very proud of. And it didn't help that after every single performance when she would sign autographs...
I'm only happy for you because you make me money.
Jokes about her getting out of juvie or eating fried chicken. After a while, it's hard to pretend it's funny. But there were benefits to this tour. With her mom not around, Sam was finally able to be independent. She could finally shower by herself.
Oh my gosh, I could take a shower. I've never been able to do that on my own.
What she wanted and how much she wanted. She began to eat
Independence.
way more. Cinnamon
Yes,
toast
fuck yeah.
burgers and fries for
Fuck
lunch,
yeah.
desserts, candy,
Let's
fruit,
go.
able to actually eat the full meal instead of just half the portion. Jeanette could barely
Shouldn't have limited me. Now I'm at full power. I'm eating Cheez-Its and
is kind of a good thing,
Sour Patch
considering that she was
Kids.
severely underweight. But Jeanette panicked as she saw the numbers going up, freaking out about how her mom would react. Coming home from tour, Jeanette
It goes back to her mother when her mother's like, no, you can't do this. And she puts more Cheez-Its and Sour Patch Kids in her mouth. Unlimited power. Something like that. I don't know.
actually shocked in the change in each other's appearance. While Jeanette gained
Instead
weight
of saying, I am the Senate, I am the Janet.
I
am the Janet.
10 to 12 pounds. Deborah was completely shocked and disappointed with the severe gain in Jeanette's weight and urged that she was out of control. Meanwhile, the cancer was getting a lot worse for Deborah, making her wheelchair bound.
Bro,
And
it's
when
the
a
third
cancer patient
titty.
is wheelchair bound, they're basically
I don't
living
need the
on borrowed
boobies.
time. Emotionally, this was a big burden on Jeanette, and also career-wise too. Deborah was the one who usually drove Jeanette to set because Jeanette never had a license. Since her
That
mom
was bad. That was
Jeanette's
really bad. I
energy
was
would be
secondhand embarrassed and ashamed when I so bad.
Jeanette got her own apartment closer to the studio. And Jeanette was 20 years old at this time, so it was perfectly normal
She's
for someone
just
her
a
age to live
happy.
on their own,
Look at her
considering
like
she was
fake ass
financially able to
smile.
afford it. It was an hour away from her childhood home in Garden
And she hasn't
Grove,
even
and her sister was
developed
able to
like
drive her
any
to
of her own independent
Jeanette was excited to
ideas. She's
finally be
just
on her own, but also felt guilty
just
because
fake
she was
happy.
away from her needy and decaying mother. But regardless, the decision was made and Jeanette was living on her own. Finally able to eat what she pleased, shower by herself.
I'm so happy. Look, I can eat
Until After all her family moved her stuff
How
in,
to make
Deborah
an
gifted her
egg?
a copy of The Sting and suggested that they
She
watch
doesn't know how to make it.
asked to
She's
stay
just
the night
like,
afterwards. Jeanette knew that this
she
was going to
has
be the
food,
start of her
she
mom.
has fridge, she has stove. How do you make it for me? And then I'll just take photos next to the cooked food. Okay. I made food.
Movie endless, but all her life, the one thing that Jeanette was never able to do was say no to her mom. So, no chance it was going to start now. Deborah stayed over one night, then it turned into 2, into 3, and then she basically started living there. Now, Deborah was Jeanette's roommate. Jeanette was not.
Oh my gosh, it's the Rapunzel from the Disney movie with the long hair. Like, you know what I mean? The witch. What am I saying? Rapunzel's got the long hair. Fuck. The witch, she's like, you need me, you know you do. And like the daughter's like, yes, I'll come crawling back.
Jeanette was going to lose her mom. She needed to fill that spot with a new person.
I don't know, I'm fucking tired. I swapped those. And of course, she's on a fucking Frozen
working on the show during its
fucking photo shoot.
Jeanette kept this relationship secret from her mom and from the world, probably afraid of the judgment that they would get, considering that Jeanette was 18.
We'll call that a panel.
Nearly
So we call that.
One night, Jeanette lied to her mom, saying that she was going to sleep over at Miranda's house, when in reality, her and Paul were going on a trip to Hawaii.
Oh!
Jeanette and Paul were having a good time on the trip until they
her face.
Over the internet.
She's like got that like gawking permanent like dumbass face, and it's beautiful. She's got an innocent like expression. She does.
The very first time that
I'll
people
say
were learning
that.
about the relationship. Upon hearing the news, Deborah went berserk and wrote Jeanette one of the foulest.
Or she
letters that
picks
a
the
woman
one
could
guy
write
that's
on.
like,
Dear Nat,
you know, seems like he's together,
you used to be my perfect little angel, but now you are nothing more than a little all
but goes to Hawaii.
floozy, all used up.
This is a good vacation. Not gonna lie.
I saw the pictures on a website called TMZ. I saw you rubbing his disgusting hairy stomach. I knew you were lying about.
And his happy trail.
Add that to the list of things you are: liar, conniving, evil.
That face.
You look pudgier too. It's clear you're eating your guilt.
I'd be doing that too with my fingers.
The ding-dong inside of you makes me sick. Sick. I raised you better than this.
Sick.
What happened to my good little girl? Where did she go? And who is this monster that has replaced her?
A generic good guy. We call him Chad. He doesn't have to have a name.
Love, Mom. Or should I say Deb, since I am no longer your mother?
Deb, no.
The worst thing about all
You
this is that Jeanette
conniving,
really toxic
obsessive
behavior at the time.
bitch.
She genuinely believed her mom. She believed that she was a disgrace. Jeanette genuinely believed that she was the person in the wrong.
Oh, you're living your own life now? You don't love me anymore?
While her mom was getting slower and slower to
No
death,
wonder she got cancer. She's just a fucking miserable person.
iCarly and Victorious that starred both Jeanette McCurdy and Ariana Grande. The show was about Sam Puckett
She
from
would want
iCarly
free
and Kat
body
Valentine
armor like
starting a baby
Boss Man Crack. I mean, at least he's still living. He's not living good.
Word for another 20 episodes 6 months later after seeing its initial success, which was massive for a debut season. But this was a Dan Schneider production, and Dan was known for making all of the big hits in Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that guy was a pedophile though. He was like into kids' feet. He might not be the guy. Hold on. Let me go back.
Which initially massive for a debut season, but this was a
Yeah, no, that's the guy who's fucking into kids' feet and shit. That's the pedophile guy.
And Dan was known for making all of the
He made all the good shows.
The rumor that Sam and Ariana never got along on set because Sam was so jealous of Ariana's success, which initially caused the show to end. This was both true and not true. Jeanette was initially promised a solo
I would never care. If I was anywhere where they're at, I wouldn't even care to be jealous of anybody.
In 2012, but last minute,
But good thing I'm not.
Co-starring Ariana Grande.
Oh, I'm jealous of Ariana. I'm not fucking jealous of her. Her life's miserable too.
California, and Ariana grew up in a very bougie part of Boca Raton. Ariana was showered in Gucci handbags and Chanel outfits and taken on luxurious
Look at that soulless expression. She's called the home wrecker.
And at the time that Sam
She wants to date
Ariana's music career
Jeffrey Dahmer.
like really take off. She often had to miss work
I
to
mean,
perform
come
at
on.
events, record music, and do press for her upcoming album. Jeanette was jealous
She's
that
such a
she gave
catch.
Ariana so much leniency for her career, while she had to sit back and hold down the fort. The last straw.
It's like, how can you be that beautiful and that fucking ugly and miserable inside?
Writing an episode where she gets trapped
Where
in
you
a box.
literally break up and date. No, you date, cheat on every boyfriend you're with for like a fucking week. And you build a life with them or whatever in like no time and then leave them. That's what Ariana does.
Take the blame out on Ariana, even though Jeanette hated being an actor and even had the opportunity to pursue a successful music career and turned it down, she was still jealous of Ariana. And to make things worse, it was September of that year that Deborah officially passed away from the cancer. The media somehow found out about her death immediately after it happened. When her mom was on her deathbed, Jeanette tried to make her proud by telling her that she was down to 89 pounds. An extremely
Hey, proud of me, I'm almost dead. I'm a skeleton like one of those cryptids from Dark Souls. You proud of me, Ma? Look, there's only one tendon holding my arm up.
And bulimia. On the day her mom died, Jeanette began drinking.
And then the mom says, Coach, I'll tell you if I'm proud of you or not. Okay? I'm so... Damn.
Chugging a big bottle of whiskey. Afterwards, she and her friends went to a sushi place and she ordered a giant teriyaki bowl while extremely drunk.
There you go.
Jeanette would be careful with the portions not to disappoint her mom. But with her mom not around anymore,
fuck it, man.
She devoured the entire teriyaki bowl within seconds.
Then she died.
Super guilty after eating the
I heard about this story. I heard about this story.
This started a very unhealthy pattern where Jeanette would drink a very large amount of whiskey or wine during the night and vomit out.
Oh shit.
Or purge, as she calls it. And this is where her bulimia started. Alcohol and eating disorders do not go very well together.
Yeah, it's high. Duh, man, that's gonna fuck up your. You know, you're never gonna be able to eat right. If you do that, you can't eat normally ever again. Because it's like what it does, the acidity and stuff.
Even though she could now eat whatever she wanted, she was not able to keep it in her stomach out of subconscious guilt.
No, it'll eventually just fuck up your guts.
She experienced hard times, big or small. Had a bad day at work, purge. Missing her mom, purge. Going through a breakup, purge. It got to the point where she was purging herself around 5 to 10 times a day while pounding nearly 9 shots a night. And all of this was happening while Sam and Cat was in production for the second half.
Hey, I hate Ariana, and I'm in a show with her.
She often would show up to
the crazy paradox.
However, things started to seem
or the parallels, or whatever the fuck. Imagine if she just had literally just decided within herself to will herself to be happy all of a sudden, be like, damn, I do have it good. Why do I hate people? I need to stop hating myself. If she had done that, everything in her life would have just changed. But like, literally, that's insane. That's insane.
Writer and director, and getting this opportunity could be very big for her. However, the opportunity was taken back after one of the producers told her that one of the people on the show did not want her to direct, and were willing to go so far as to leave the show.
Oh my gosh, someone on the show doesn't like you. Who fucking cares?
Many people could have speculated
it was Ariana.
Considering
yeah, it was Ariana.
Beef, but it seems unlikely. When the show abruptly ended after only one
I say unlikely, but Ariana's a fucking conniving bitch, so yeah, it was probably Ariana.
Jeanette was jealous that Ariana was getting paid more. Ariana just simply did not want to do it anymore. Most of the media tried to put the blame on Jeanette and make her look like the reason why the show wouldn't continue. It didn't help that at the same time, bikini pics that she sent to her ex-boyfriend were leaked online.
I would never want to live like that, where everybody's talking shit about you all the time, even though they're smiling to your face.
Like I said before, Jeanette and Ariana acted professionally, and they were both
like we're in high school forever.
One of the reasons why the show ended was because one of the producers was sued for sexual harassment. And there's also a good chance that it had to do with the controversy of Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
In the second half of Sam and Cat, Dan was not
I can see that
because of his emotional abuse towards employees. And some of his scandals
I didn't know about that. I know about some other shit.
This time. I won't get too into detail about this because I already talked about it in my other video if you want to check that out after. Dan was still allowed to work on the show, but he had to work in a separate room and watch all of the production through monitors. In her book, Jeanette talked about how she experienced trauma from a man named the Creator.
That's so creepy though. He's like watching you secondhand. I don't give a shit.
That way to avoid any legal trouble. In the book, she talked about how the Creator wanted the kids to wear bikini pics for photo shoots, how he would get extremely aggressive on set, and how he gave her massages without her wanting them. Jeanette even described that the very first time she tried
no consent. He touched my third titty.
And it was also the Creator.
Oh my god.
Solo spin-off and the opportunity to direct an episode, both promises that were broken, which she called
that's weird. That's so weird.
Jeanette was offered $300,000 in hush money to not talk about her experiences with the Creator. She rejected.
You just give me that small amount of $300,000 for hush money. I'll take it and leave. I'm happy with 300K. I can make that work.
Most direct that Jeanette was about her experience.
It's like a small side hustle, little extra.
Jeanette went pretty viral for posting this Vine directed
Just talking
at
shit.
saying, "Look what you've
It
done."
sucks.
Hey, Dan Schneider.
I'm so sorry.
Watching my Vine. Do you like my Vine? Fine.
Bro, this is actually low-key the most same thing she's done to these fucking cucks. Where she just records herself being weird.
For posting this Vine directed at Dan saying, "Look what you've done to me."
Hey, Dan.
I would actually, I kind of, it's weird. I respect it because she's honest. She's coming forward. She's saying, here's how I feel about this shit. Fuck you. Yeah, no, I kind of respect it, but also she should have just left. She should have just stopped acting and just started over. Got some help, but still.
Dan Schneider. I know you're watching my Vine. Do you like my Vine? Fine. Look what you've done to me.
Look what you've done to me. You ruined me.
A lot of people now see it as her trying to warn everybody. But now that Sam
That's so sad.
Her time at Nickelodeon was over, so it was time to find a new gig. Jeanette moved on to star on the Netflix show Between, a show about a group of people who have to fend for themselves after a mysterious disease kills everybody over 21 years old. Jeanette was excited to be in her first serious role. Netflix originals were getting a very good rep at the time, and being the lead in an original series was a game changer. No more kids shows. Now it's
some real adult shit.
That she already
finally.
About the show.
And we're being getting with creepy adults.
She also learned that Between was not actually being produced by Netflix. It was produced by the Canadian network City TV. Netflix was just simply the distributor. And upon release, the show got low to decent.
Oh shit!
With one critic
hey, it's better than the Last Jedi ratings, okay? Okay, we're just above that.
Of post-apocalyptic cliches. Between falls short of Netflix's other high-quality offerings, but the show was well received enough by fans to get renewed for a second season. At the time, Jeanette started dating her co-star, and this was the first time that Jeanette started having an authentic relationship. All of her past relationships
is that the guy from Mythbusters?
Were built on some type of unhealthy need. Her relationship from Paul simply stemmed from the fact that she
kind of looks like him in that picture.
Her 2013 relationship with NBA player Andre Drummond was simply all for show. Jeanette only
stayed
for as long as she did because it looked cute on camera.
Yeah, she's like that. She is that type. Hey, I have boyfriend. He's on camera. Here, make me food. I made food. Stupid.
But so was she. They were flawed together.
Oh my gosh, she's become Ariana Grande in her own way.
Claims how she dated a man named Steven on the show Between. And matching up the timeline, it's
I hate you so much, I'm gonna emulate your behavior with men.
Steven suffered from schizophrenia and at one point genuinely believing that he was the reincarnation of Jesus Christ.
Wow.
He was also very supportive of Jeanette and her
wow.
She was still suffering terribly from her bulimia, which affected her everyday life. She would skip breakfast,
why couldn't he just be the reincarnation of like anything else?
And purge it all.
Who fucking cares?
Slowly starting to kill her. Well, not kill her, but it was.
I think you'd know, right? For real, you'd be like, I don't think I'm gonna date this guy. He's Jesus Christ. I can't date Jesus.
So she went to a therapist at the encouragement of Jesse. Now, typical procedures for getting to the root of addictions and bad habits is getting to the root of the cause, mostly from childhood. Most people's issues always go back to childhood because that's when the brain is doing the most developing.
Yep.
When Jeanette started talking to her therapist about her mom
there we
and
go.
everything she did, she talked about it positively.
Yeah.
About how her mom
oh my gosh, that's really fucking spooky because I did something similar when I got counseling. I would always talk about it in the most positive way, but inside I was just the most bitter, most hateful fucking person you could imagine. That's crazy. I might have some common psychological issues too, Janet. No joke. Because as they dug deeper, the more hostile I got, and then that they finally broke through, and then I started unraveling like really hard. I didn't know who I was. I didn't understand what like anything in reality was because they were getting to the real fucking problem, which was the fact that I hated myself. It was true. I hated myself for a while and I wanted to kill myself, but like I realized like life is fucking beautiful and it's you gotta choose. You gotta choose to live, bro.
And Jeanette, this was her mom helping her get a better life. She thought this was good. She
just being honest.
Helping her by doing this. But her therapist told her that her mom was the one who taught
you hate to see them as a monster. You hate it.
This is when things started to become clear for Jeanette, and she did not like it. It all started to click that she
the bigger the E is another problem. The bigger the ego, the harder whatever it is to break through.
Problems, a lifelong
My ego wasn't big enough to hold me together enough to hold on to it.
She finally realized that her mom didn't get her into acting because it was best for her. It was a vessel to fulfill her own dreams and exploit her daughter for money. All of the problems that she had now were because of her mom. For Jeanette's entire life, she was made to feel guilty for wanting something different for her life and also wanting to set boundaries.
Yeah, she never got a chance to say. I fucking relate to her. I don't agree with her actions, but I relate to her. I have a sense of empathy because I didn't have boundaries and I didn't know what I wanted or what was right or what was wrong, and I got in bad relationship after bad relationship. And now I'm single for a little bit, for like a year, and then I just got with my new girlfriend, which is a way healthier relationship because I gave myself some time to establish fucking boundaries.
To accept so quickly. She even fired her therapist for bringing up the idea of this being a reality.
What?
To make matters
You
worse,
can't fire your fucking therapist. Fire yourself.
Was not her biological father.
Hey, me, I'm fired.
Father to any of Jeanette's 3 brothers. For 7 years, Deborah had an affair.
Time to go get a new job.
Andy Martin. He's actually been featured in over 350 movies and even played a solo in Monsters Inc. and in
Her
Law.
dad's more
Jeanette's
successful
father
than
knew
her.
about this her entire life, but waited until after her mom passed to finally tell her. Jeanette rightfully.
Well, he's not more
confused
he's just
and angry.
happier.
How could her mom do this? How could she not tell them? Years of devoted church belief and constantly accusing her husband of cheating just for her to do the exact same thing back. It seemed like the entire family was a lie. Jeanette was finally starting to see the dark colors of her mom. Maybe she wasn't perfect. Maybe she did.
Yeah, no shit. Your mom was abusive,
To
bro.
tell Jeanette who her real father was and never did. Jeanette wanted to find the truth, so she went to one of Andy's concerts to see him in person. He instantly recognized her.
I see it. I definitely see it in the face. The squinty eyes and the nose.
Her mom did not want him to be around them. There was a big custody battle in
I
court.
thought she looked more like the other dad.
After accusing Andy of being physically abusive, which he
What?
wasn't. And this seemed
That
like
is
the
a
only time
huge, that's a Dr. Phil move right there. Bring your dad on the show. You're abusive. He's never done anything to you. You've never met him before. He's abusive.
who her mom really was, Jeanette decided to take a break from
She definitely needs to go on Dr. Phil.
renewed for a 3rd season. She needed a break from the
Get with the
spotlight.
Cash Me Outside girl and go do some community service.
Work on her eating disorder by finally coming to terms with her past. She fully committed.
She should be on the show Survivor to find herself again. 3 seasons, 3 different instances.
She started purging less and less
Famous people only playing on Survivor.
all the foods that she loved in life without stressing over every single little calorie or worrying that her mom wouldn't approve. It was accepting the harsh truth about her mom that helped Jeanette really commit to recovering. But she still wasn't interested in acting, so it shouldn't come as a big
I wouldn't
surprise
blame her.
when iCarly got a reboot, she did not appear. Miranda tried to convince Sam to join, considering it was
Damn.
easy and could be a big opportunity. But Jeanette had no interest.
She just couldn't full goblin. Nah.
Where she was supposed to
I ain't
develop
feeling
on
it.
her own and have a real child.
Her life just did a 180 and you think she wants to be on the same show that her mom she has trauma related to.
Thing that anyone in that situation wants. Even if it was good money, Jeanette didn't necessarily need it. She made great money from her acting roles in the past.
Mhm.
$50K an episode from iCarly alone. And not to mention all the other money
You
she
can
made
live
from
off that. You just gotta start downscaling after that. Actors do it all the time. They live relatively normal lives outside of acting.
Very good friend of Jeanette's at the time. She was with her at Jeanette during her worst times. When her mom died, when she was struggling with bulimia, and even went with her to go see her biological dad. Miranda, of all people, would completely understand why Jeanette wouldn't do it and left it at that. And with her clear absence from the reboot and from acting, Jeanette's
Dude, I wish I
narrative
could
was
get
that
a
she was
YouTube play
another
button
child
one
star
day.
gone off the rails.
I don't even
It's
care
a
if it's just like the
classic
bare minimum one. I want one YouTube play button.
Kid grows up, kid gets addicted to drugs and alcohol, kid goes off the rails.
It could be just like for the
Jeanette was having a
100K.
hard time behind the scenes. It was really more that she was being misunderstood. Jeanette wasn't like
I'd
most
be
child
happy.
actors who went absolutely crazy later on. People didn't really know the truth about why she was like this way. But now that Jeanette was finally healthy and getting her life back together, she finally had the courage to get into writing. Her dream.
Hey, I'm happy. I'm really happy she's writing everything that she's good for, that she can
Her manager
do.
recognized her talent and encouraged her to write a book.
Okay.
Over the course of 6 years, she wrote the memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died.
Oh,
It was supposed to be
shit.
a one-woman show. Jeanette already had tour dates set for
That's
the
hard hitting. You gotta pick it up and read it. I mean, if it says that, that's pretty hard.
down because of COVID. So she turned it into a book and officially released it in 2022. In the memoir, she laid everything out on the table. Her terrible childhood, her
I'm gonna read it.
how she hated acting,
I'm gonna read
eating
it.
disorders, everything.
I'm gonna actually give you guys a review.
All hard copies were completely sold out on Amazon and
Oh
Target.
shit, I'm gonna try to find a resale.
It sold 200,000.
Find it on eBay. Maybe I'll get lucky and it'll be upsold by like $100.
The book was a complete success. The critics loved it. There was not a single bad review in sight. And that year she won the Goodreads Choice Awards for Best Memoir. To promote the book, she did a ton of interviews and podcasts where she seemed much healthier and happier. All of these interviews.
Yeah, no, writing is one of the best ways to get out a lot of shit. Doesn't matter if you write some poems or anything.
Fame and money. But as a victim of her controlling mother,
She didn't do it for money.
And even with the book's title and everything her mom did,
You have to do something in your life that's not just for money. It has to be a part of your heart or your soul.
Complicated and nuanced person, and I try to kind of articulate her to the best of my ability in all of her many shades and colors. To me, her humor is really.
Her mom was her Darth Vader.
She
Damn.
things that were so wild and at times abusive, but she just had a certain cadence and a rhythm.
No, she's abusive. We call that no. She still has a hard time wrapping her mind around it. Her mom was a covert narcissist. You can already tell by the way she's affected her daughter. That's a covert narcissist to its core, where they have a nuance, they have all these little things that they do to make you feel good. That's still abuse. They're just really good at hiding it because you see the front mask. You don't see all this evil behind it.
Didn't hate her.
Bro.
I think that's why it was so important for me to write this book.
I'm not saying I'm diagnosing, but I'm very willing to bet 80 or 90% that her mom was like full-on covert narcissist.
People, I didn't hear anybody talking about. I didn't hear anybody saying, you know, that the sort of honest reality of what their experience with their parent was if they had a similar one. It feels like a thing that you can't say because society doesn't accept it.
Yeah.
You have to keep moms on a pedestal and you have the same experience.
How could you say that about your own mother?
To express it in the book.
Deborah clearly had mental issues of her own.
You just gotta say it.
The proper treatment for, and as a result, the family.
I'm happy. I'm really happy she did that. At least just some context into her own mind.
It gave Jeanette the space to finally take a break from acting and work on herself. If her mom was alive to this day, she'd probably still be acting, still having a terrible eating disorder, still suffering from alcohol.
She'd probably be dead. If her mom didn't die, she'd be dead from it.
Always dreamed of. She has a New York Times bestseller for 40 consecutive.
It's like the Iron Claw film where the dad pushes his kids into wrestling and each one of them dies. That's what her mom was doing to her, destroying her.
Kids show, her book wouldn't be successful as it is right now. It's just the truth. Jeanette finally achieved her dream career, but it took a lifelong nightmare to make it happen. But hopefully through her writing, she can move past the trauma of her childhood and live a happy life like how she always deserved.
Damn. Fuck parents, man, sometimes. Sometimes, like the previous video, fuck the kids. And this video, fuck the parents. Each one is a different effect, and thus at least you can create a better future. You know, be better. You don't have to be like them. Well, I don't really know what I wanted to do in this stream. I think I just wanted to just randomly talk about shit. I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. So I just was like, let's find some content. Well, thanks for watching. I don't think there's anyone here anymore, but it's okay. If Bunny Puppet's still here, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I know I was just ranting, and not gonna lie, I used to do that when I was younger, just watch videos and just randomly react and just I don't know what else to say. It's something I just was in the mood to do. I'm gonna review this before I keep it forever like this stream. I'm gonna be like, is it complete trash? It probably is. But yeah. Alright. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining.